Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, everyone. Or, well, actually, technically, good afternoon as of 3 minutes ago from me. Hello, welcome to the stream. Turn this down a bit. Hopefully, everything is running well. Let me know how the audio levels are. Are we good? And hey, Solar Freak, welcome. Guys, today we're doing some HYDRA takeovers. We're going to be starting out with Solar Freak 88. Also, I'll probably let people know as we go through the stream, we obviously have this double legendary event happening. If you want to get involved in that, if you want me to pull your shards on stream, we could also do that too. I don't know if anyone is interested. Again, I don't necessarily recommend that you do that, but for anyone that does, also, in case anyone didn't see this, this just popped up for me as I logged in to Solar Freak's account here. A Twitter rush is coming as part of the 3rd anniversary. Where basically for everyone, if a certain amount of followers on their Twitter page, we're going to get some free stuff in-game, which is pretty cool. Actually looks pretty doable. I mean, heck, even if we only get the first 2 milestones, we'll still get a bunch of silver, some epic skill tomes, possibly some legendary skill tomes, like 100k followers. 2 legendary skill tomes is pretty nice. Some ancient shards and stuff. So yeah, we'll see if we get there. I think I've already followed them on Twitter anyway, but something to bear in mind. Let's take a look. Oh, will I grab your normal clan boss stuff? Do you want me to grab your clan boss? I can grab that too, Solar Freak, if you want. So, Solar Freak, he says he is on hard difficulty, and he hasn't been able to one key it yet. Let's see, does he have any teams set up? Okay, we've got some stuff here. This is rotation 4. So I'm not sure which he has been using, but looks like we got some really good champions. So, yeah, let's do it. Right, we'll open up your Demon Lord stuff first. So the first step, obviously, in any good takeover is to open up some regular clan boss chests. Now, the first step is going to be to really start brainstorming what champions we have, what potential teams we could make. We'll look at who is booked, who is not. Unfortunately, looks like you're getting no good loot here, man. I have not done a good job of opening your clan boss chests. Here you go, some gray attack percentage 5-star boots. Now we're in the money. Now we're good. Okay, let's take a look at the champions. Let's see what we have here. How do you join the queue? If you want to join the queue for the HYDRA takeover, you can click, should be a link in the description to go to my Discord channel, and there's a whole page there where you can post info. Again, I get so many posts for people looking for takeovers. I obviously can't do them all. They take a huge amount of time, but we'll try to get through at least a couple here today. We're going to be focusing more today on early game accounts. This account here, pushing into hard, this is probably the hardest we're gonna go. We'll probably go for even earlier accounts than this. Okay, we've got some fantastic champs here already. We've got some really good stuff. I think he had a couple of good bits in the vault because I had a quick look before we started as well. Okay, so we do have 2 Geomancers. That's great. So Geomancer's in. No Inquisitor Shamail from the looks of it. Do we have one at 50? Doesn't look like it. So we don't have an Inquisitor Shamail. Okay, so we're not going to be using that strategy, but Geomancer's in. We have 1, 2, 3 Royal Guards. So they're not fully geared. 3 Royal Guards. We have a Husk as well. Okay. Nice song. We have some really good champions here. We have a Mashald. We actually have a Kaimar. Brogni. Okay. We have a Lydia Arbiter. We have a Withier. That's really nice. I'm jealous. Let me tell you. I am jealous. And one thing I'm thinking we might try. We do have a Skull Lord Vargal. How much gold do we have? Oh, we've got tons. Okay, we could potentially re-gear him. But hello, everyone. Welcome. So, what I'm thinking, let's brainstorm a couple of compositions here. Looking at this, and then we can sort of change them as we go. Let's get at least one comp up that is good. So we could certainly try a Geomancer. Okay, we could even try, I'm presuming the one with the heart might be the best one. We'll double check that. Like, that's a ton of damage right there. This is only on hard, so we can be a bit risky. We could have a Skull Lord to tank it. We could even bring in a Withier to heal it. Do we have a Rector Drath? We do. We have a Rector to heal. And we could bring in something like a Lydia. And that might actually work pretty well. So that's a potential right there. So what we're thinking of in this composition, we have a Geomancer who can obviously burn and be reflecting that damage. That's great. Some decreased accuracy. Royal Guard for damage. She's a bit slow. And he's maybe a little squishy, but it's not too bad. Husk. This Husk is significantly better. Husk is the way to go here. Husk's going to be great. Skull Lord. So Skull Lord is not booked. I would actually recommend potentially even booking Skull Lord. We'd have to rebuild him. He can be a really good resistance tank for the... oh, I guess actually we can't bring in Lydia, can we? Because he... Yeah, no, we can't bring those two together. That's unfortunate. Do we have anyone else that could be a tank? Do we have a Lord Champfort? Let me see. Who else could be a good tank? He'd be one of our best ones, but we wouldn't put him with a Lydia. We could even just not have a tank and we could just YOLO it. That could work. Maybe with the Wither. The Wither YOLO. Ugo? Ugo cannot be a resistance tank. So you need, for the resistance tank, you need someone that's going to buff themselves. Which we obviously don't have. We could do some interesting like counterattack type stuff as well. I think for a counterattack team, you kind of want Inquisitor Shamail, which we don't have for this rotation. Let me see. We have an Archbishop is almost ready. Is he booked and stuff? Probably not. No, he's not booked yet. But great, we've got an Archbishop being worked on too. That's pretty awesome. Okay. Elder Skarg, is he booked? No. But he gives himself increased defense. Does he give himself something else? No, he just gives himself increased defense. He also gives himself increased speed or increased crit rate. So Elder Skarg is another really good Hydra tank. So we have some ideas right there. Let me do up a quick thing here. So these are potential Hydra Mischief tanks. So champions that can do a really good job of tanking Mischief, like an exceptionally good job. Drexar can kind of work, but you need someone to put buffs onto him. We've got Lady Kim. We should get Lady Kimmy in, actually. Maybe Lady Kimmy would be better there. Let me think about we'll come back to that. So for the Hydra tanks, first and foremost, this music's actually pretty cool. You could make Genbo a Hydra tank. Doesn't he buff himself? That could be kind of fun. Like, in terms of particularly good ones, we got some that could potentially do it, like Genbo, but it's obviously fairly awkward. You could potentially build Thea, or because they give themselves Veil, you could build them to do it, which would be kind of hilarious. Got a Gerptuk in here, which is really cool. These are your two best ones. These are really good. Again, you could build a Turvo to do it. We've got tons and tons of great champions here. It's obviously just getting them actually built. That's a hard thing. Does Warchief give himself a buff? No, he provokes. Yeah, no, Warchief wouldn't do it. You got a War Mother as well. Wow. We've got great champs. It's just, as always, getting the resources to build them. That's always the tricky thing. I'm working on a Naboro video, guys, so stay tuned for that one. Sneak preview. Wait, you do have a Shamail? Did I miss it? Am I blind? Is he in your vault? Hang on. Kamashal tank? Yeah, but you prefer not to... Oh my, you've got two... I'm an idiot. You've got two Shamails. Oh, we're good, team. Okay, oh man, okay, this opens up so many options. Am I on Twitch? I do have a Twitch channel, but I don't stream Raid on it, but I'm gonna start streaming other things. Okay, cool. Let me just see, what else do we have in the vaults? Let's double check this vault. So we got actually tons of stuff. Demitha, that's got potential. Oh, Kimuran. Okay, we got some cool stuff here. Thylesia can be good. Burgess potentially could be good. Even Senacia can be good. I'd love to try a counterattack team. I wonder if we can get one of those up and running. We might be able to. We have a lot of options here. Okay. Okay. Back to the drawing board then. Let's do this. So, let's delete this. So these are like potential good tanks for Hydra. Okay. So let's do the old brainstorm. Let's include Vault. That makes it simpler, doesn't it? So let's say we've got a Geomancer in there. And let's say we bring in a possibly a Royal Guard or a Husk. The Husk is better, but Royal Guard is good affinity for what we want to do. Let's bring in a Shemale. Okay, and this is really opening up options. We can bring in her. This is opening up a ton of options. We can bring in that. So, wait, Wither, she places on a random ally. Ah, so she wouldn't work for this. Now, Demitha could work. She's not geared. Okay. Message about help also. Okay, cool. We will check it out. Check it out in a bit. All right. So this team. Let me see. Like, this isn't bad already. This isn't bad already. One thing that we lack is a mischief tank. We just have to deal with it. So we'd want to bring in like a block buff champion. Okay, we don't have an Ugo. That's okay. We could just bring in her maybe. And this could even work. So Geomancer to reflect damage. The Royal Guard is probably tanky enough to survive. Oh, he's got crazy crit damage. Holy moly. Accuracy's a little low, but it's okay. Shemale, probably fine. Lydia, okay. So one thing we don't have on this team that you could do is you could potentially build some of these champions with more resistance. I mean, that looks like a decent team. We could try it out. We could even bring in like a Godseeker, might. Oh, your Godseeker is nice, actually. Nice Godseeker. Let me think about this. Yeah, we'd have to bring in Godseeker. Well, you know what? This is probably the Wither comp right there. I think Wither fits in this comp. So this composition, we have no way to stop it stealing buffs and stuff. We're just gonna have to try to live with it. We'll try it out. That could be interesting. What I would love to do is look at a potential counterattack team as well. So these two champs, let me see. Man, she does a lot. Valkyrie is obviously really good as well. So like, with this team, we could do some really interesting stuff here. Let me think about this. So what we could do with a team like this is we could bring in a HYDRA-esque tank with counterattack. I would say a good one right here, actually, something like Elder Scar. So let me throw you together this team. Obviously, we're not going to have it built quite yet, but this team could do some very spicy things. Some very, very spicy things. Actually, let me give you a sneak preview of something I'm working on. Do you have an Oboro not in the vault? I don't think so. No. Let me give you a sneak preview of something I'm working on, okay? This is sneak preview time. So we'd have this. Okay, this looks pretty good. We bring in a Shemale as well. And this is half the battle done already. And then like Godseeker. So this is a potentially spicy team here. Where what do we have going on is that you would have to build someone like Oboro who can buff herself. You build her with really high resistance, so that she has the most buffs. So she keeps tanking Mischief. You've got Brogni and Godseeker to keep you alive. Shemale keeps cleansing stuff. And then you get increased defensive counterattack on everyone. And you extend that with Godseeker. Martyr also brings you decreased attack. She's going to bring you decreased defense on her counterattacks. Oboro does decreased defense on her counterattacks too, for doubling up on that. You could really bring any Mischief tank instead of Oboro. She's got an AoE A1, which is good. We bring in a Mashald, who's going to give us increased speed and crit damage. We just have to count the buffs. Let me actually do that. Hang on. We need to count the buffs. So let me see here. This is a spicy one, guys. This is something I'm working on. This is a bit secret. So, one, we'd have... no, actually, it's easier if I do this on a spreadsheet. So this is a sneaky comp that I've been working on. But I haven't got around to finishing it yet, but maybe we'll see it today. Maybe. It's gear intensive is the only thing. So if we look at champ buff number. Okay, so we'd have Mashald, however you spell it. You'd have 1 and 2. So speed, crit rate. So Mashald gives us speed and crit rate, right? Sorry, crit damage. Crit dam. We'd have Martyr, 3 and 4, counter attack, and she gives us increased defense. Okay, so we need to count these up. Brogni gives you 3. Brogni gives you a lot, but we do want that increased attack. 5, 6, 7. So it gives you shield, increase, attack, and he gives you block debuffs. So this is quite spicy. And then the others actually don't bring buffs. That is it in terms of buffs, correct? Correct. So this works, because then Aboro comes in and she gives herself crit rate, crit damage already there, so crit rate, perfect veil, and she actually gives herself revive on death. Aboro. This actually works perfectly. This is actually perfect composition, I think. So she gives herself crit rate, veil, and revive on death. So this is a spicy one. Solar Freaks driving? Okay, cool. So to make this work, this composition is really fun, right? This composition is really fun because if you think about it, we're going to be counterattacking all the time, and look at what our counterattacks can do. Godseeker's going to be doing a bit of healing whenever she counterattacks. Shamael can do some buff stripping when he counterattacks. Aboro on her counterattacks does an AoE that can place decreased defense. Brogni can burn. Martyr can place decreased defense. Mashald just does crazy damage to his counterattacks. We build Aboro because she's going to have the most buffs with her self-buffing. We build her super high resistance and pretty slow, and she can be low crit rate because she gives herself increased crit rate. She can be like at 70%. With Mashald, yeah, Mashald, you tell him, you say don't use this, yeah? He just doesn't use this because he gives himself buffs and you don't want that. We just build Mashald pretty much like the, in fact, you could build a specific team that, no, you can't build a specific team because the increased crit rate is only on Aboro. But Aboro, very easy to build, 70% crit rate. And then for Nightmare, probably going up to like 460 to 500 resistance. And then you're pretty good because you can bring in Brogni to protect. That won't steal your stuff here. And yeah, you're going to do a ton of damage. This is a spicy team. This is a spicy team. Counterattack, boom. The important thing is, though, the necessary thing, Aboro needs to be booked, she needs to be slow, and she needs high resistance. And then the rest can kind of do whatever. They can be in normal enough builds. She should tank the thing all the time. No harm in getting higher resistance on like Brogni and Godseeker to give it a bit of safety. You could even build a tanky Shamael if you wanted to, but they're going to do a butt ton of damage. It's going to be really cool. So that's a pretty nice one. That is a spicy one. That needs a lot of building. We'd have to fully build an Aboro for that, but that's a really good option. That's a fun option. I'm excited for that one. That's a sneak preview of something I've been working on. Now, in terms of stuff we can make immediately work right now, I think this team we could probably make immediately work right now. So let's actually go look at the individual champions. Heart, weapon, heart, okay. Let's just jump into his I should have just gone. No, don't buy a pack. Get out of here. So Withir actually is really high resistance. Cool. This Withir, this is a really nice Withir. She's perfect even for Nightmare. She's good to go. Who else are we bringing in? Lydia. Lydia is decent. Her resistance is a little bit low. If you can get a Lydia up to like 450 plus resistance, that's quite worth it. It's intensive in terms of gearing, but it can be really nice for HYDRA. 460 plus resistance, even pushing up even higher, is not only good for Arena if you use her in a resistance type team, but it's exceptionally good for HYDRA as well. Like, she doesn't need 72k health. to live in Hydra. She can drop a lot of health to get more resistance. She has a resistance chest. Does she have a resistance banner? No, accuracy banner. Probably get it with some resistance substats or glyphs. So like that could be glyphed. We have resistance gear without resistance rolls. This is pretty much max glyphed. Like I wonder right here. Oh, we need to make up a lot of resistance. Something to... We'll take a look maybe more in depth. But that's something to maybe come back to. Maybe look at her resistance. Who else are we looking at? Oh yeah, we got Lady Kimmy. We should really bring her in actually. Okay, let's make a Lady Kimmy team as well. We can make 2 really good teams. Yeah, we can. Actually, if we use Withier's aura... We could use Withier's aura. Do we want to? Instead of Geomancer? Nah, we probably don't. We probably want Geo to be boosted. Shamail with the heart. He is in some random stuff. Slow, fairly tanky. He's gonna be just fine. Not exceptional, but just fine in terms of his masteries. Looks good. Okay. Is Bad L good in Hydra? I don't really think so. Bad L. I don't really think... Like, I think Withier is much better than Bad L for Hydra. Is the music too loud, by the way? Let me know if the music's okay, guys. But if we look at Bad L, he's obviously got great stats, but he puts out AoE poisons, which don't work on most of the heads. It's a full cleanse, though. 2 continuous heals. He does lots of healing. He's going to do okay damage if you have him with War Master, but I don't know if you do build him with War Master. Like, he's not bad, but I feel like there's probably better. He's just going to heal, basically. He's going to do lots of healing, and that's useful. But he's not the best at it, but he's fine. Music is good? Okay. Ooh, do we have a booked Brago? We do have a booked Brago. We could even use that too. Next, he's fairly well geared as well. Okay, who are we looking at? We were looking at the Geomancers. So Geomancer 1 doesn't have anything particular in terms of sets. He's just a decent build. Masteries. Ah, we can do the masteries. Okay, let's do the masteries. Okay, so to build Geos for Hydra, this is how I would build them. Gonna get crit rate, gonna get crit damage, gonna get Life Drinker to stay alive, bring it down, Methodical, and War Master. We're gonna get more accuracy for our burn. We're gonna get AoE accuracy. We're gonna get turn meter when our debuffs expire. Get more bonuses from our sets, because we're probably gonna run some sets. Chance to cool down our skills, gonna be great. We're gonna extend our burns, weakens, decrease accuracy. Make our A1 more likely to place decrease accuracy. And then, honestly, this row, you can kind of do whatever. I usually take Grim Resolve, because I feel like you're more likely to be low on health than you are to be full health. So I think Grim Resolve is slightly better, but it doesn't really matter. So that's how I would build a Geomancer. So we're probably going to use both of these here. Ooh, this one has Reflex. Ooh. His accuracy is low, but it'd be good enough for hard. We could actually... Okay. Okay, we could actually run this guy with... Oh yeah, we can do some great stuff here. So I'm going to do the same thing here. We could run this guy for... We could get him increase accuracy. We'll stick him with a Lady Kimmy, which will solve these accuracy woes. Looks like you probably just built these up recently. So there we go. So that's how I would build Geomancer myself. Okay, so you can go with Lady Kimmy. And then double checking. Husk. Looks like Husk is new as well. Okay, I would probably give Husk this too. We want War Master? He doesn't need resistance. He's not got any anyway. So with Husk, I'd probably be building him with this. Get him Blast Proof. Definitely want to get Resurgent, chance to remove debuffs. Definitely want Delay Death. And then we probably want to get counterattack stuff with Husk. This can be good because we're probably going to run Husk with Shamail, so Deterrence is good. Sort of up to you. Okay, so boom, something like this. And yeah, then we can get Husk. Again, like more damage, low health can work. Get more damage there. Get him more damage when someone's dead. And we're probably... We could even get him just more healing. It's kind of up to you, to be honest. This one, I don't know. Probably get him Grim Resolve. Or maybe just Heart of Glory. Let's give him Heart of Glory. Not really sure. Something like that. You can tweak it. So we need to finish her. Oh man, we've got loads of masteries good to go here. This is great. What sets does she have? So we're going to be using her for block buffs, most likely. Plenty of defense. Okay. Oh, you farm masteries, but don't actually do them out? Okay, we're going to go similar stuff here with her. We are going to get her War Master and the Life Drinker. Then we will get her this. We'll probably get her the extended debuffs. I actually think, so she lands stuff 100% anyway. 100%. This is 100%. It's just damage. Honestly, we could even run her down defense tree. Would be fine. You could honestly just run her down the defense tree. Did I do this wrong? I might have done this wrong. She's probably better in defense. She doesn't really need any of this accuracy. Yeah. Oops. Reset that. Let me think. We might have her in enough resistance to make resist worth it. So we'll do the same things here. How much resistance does she have? 2-4. You know what? Let's give her a bit of resistance. Is it always reflex or relentless on Geomancer? Yeah, pretty much. I'm probably going to try running the Geomancers just in the lead with Shamail. It works really well. It's not necessary, but it does work really well. Yeah, I think we get her resistance. And then we'll get her, get more healing. That's AoE damage. Remove debuffs if she's smacked hard. Delay death. And we'll get her counterattack stuff. There we go, because we're going to run her with the Shamail. And then she can have single out. And she can have... Nah. I guess just Wrath of Slain, something like that. That looks fine. Okay. Sorry I wasted the free reset there. And this Shamail... Oh, this is one in Toxic. Oh, that's fun. So this Shamail, he's pretty squishy. Oh, his gear's not rolled up. Okay. So I have to come back to the... We'll come back to the drawing board with him. That's fine. Ah, Rector Drath is pretty much good to go. I would lean towards building Rector Drath with more resistance myself. I feel like when I'm gearing champions now for Hydra, when we're pushing like hard and above, I'm really now looking to build lots of resistance. That's kind of my goal. She's pretty much finished. Okay. So you can extend her debuffs. It isn't bad. So we'll give her War Master, I suppose. We'll give her Spirit Haste. Probably get her more speed. But I don't know. I might return to her in a while. Lady Kimmy. So Lady Kimmy's super quick. Nice, 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 nice. Okay. Okay, we've got lots of options here. All right, I want to get in and actually start running some keys soon. But we've made a good stab at this already. Let's check this guy. This Royal Guard, he's in crit rate. Okay, what's this one in? Random stuff. Not geared. Okay. So this Royal Guard, quick enough. Actually, lots of defense on him. Massive crit damage. Bit low on the crit rate, but that's okay. So we want to use him for Hydra. Can I do a reset for free? We got 13k gems anyway. I think we're good. Okay, so to reset for free, thinking, yeah. So Hydra build Royal Guard. We gotta get him accuracy as well. Okay, more damage there. War Master does more. We're gonna get him more accuracy. In case, again, more accuracy. We'll get him the stat bonus. We'll get him the extended debuffs. We'll get him a better chance to place his debuffs as well. It's quite useful. And then we want to get him single out. I think we want to get him Heart of Glory. And we want to get him chance to cool down his skill. Okay, that Royal Guard should be pretty good then. Did his stats go a bit higher now? No, he had it before. His crit damage is a bit lower, but... Okay, his accuracy is a small bit low, but hopefully he'll still have enough to land some debuffs sometimes. We're probably going to run him with... We could potentially look at running him with a Kimmy as well. Okay. Okay. So, man. We got so many options here. It's kind of nuts. I don't want to delete that counterattack team. That's a good one. Okay, if we make another team with Lady Kimmy... Let me think. I'm thinking about this. I think this team looks solid. I'm going to try this team. We'll see if it works. And if it doesn't, then we go back to the drawing board there. If we make a second team with Kimmy in it. Again, I would say something... Probably we'd start off with something similar, which is just Geo. And then another royal card. And our other Shamael, probably. Probably just makes sense to keep it fairly consistent. Then we don't have a Duchess, but we could throw in Our Lady Kimmy. This is where Ugo would be great. That's a bummer you don't have Ugo. She would be perfect here. Yeah, this is where this starts to get a little bit trickier. I would say Skull Lord. Probably go in that. Yeah, Lady Kimmy's one of the best possible champs you can have for Hydra, just in general. So we have plenty of damage. We need someone now to heal us and keep us alive. We're going to want someone that does lots of healing. So in this situation, a Demitha could actually be pretty good. I'm not sure if Godseeker will do enough. Maybe she would. So what we would do with this team, I think we'd want a Demitha. I think that looks pretty good. Someone's being leveled. Oh, do you have a Duchess being leveled? Is it Duchess or Ugo? Can't remember who I was talking about. So this is a bit of a riskier team. We don't have that many sources of block buffs, really. We've got Kimmy can do a little bit. Is there a Riho on the roster? I don't think so. Riho? No. Where is Ujo? Let me see. Oh, here she is. So we do have an Ugo. Haha. I'm thinking about this team. You really start running out of slots pretty quickly, actually. It's one tricky thing about this rotation. This is where Duchess becomes really nice, right? Because if we had a Duchess, you put your Duchess in, and you can ditch Shamael, and you could bring in Ugo. So you could have like Duchess, someone like Skull Lord, Tank Mischief, Kimmy, Ugo, and then these three. You know, you could even just say screw Shamael and bring in Ugo. That would probably mostly work as well. There's Pinthroy. Yeah, Pinthroy's great too. Pinthroy's great. Ugo is better in this team than Pinthroy because Ugo gives you decreased defense. Ugo probably has no gear on. Yeah, she's not booked yet. Okay. So this though is a potential team right here. This is a potential team. You need to have Skull Lord with really high resistance, and he needs to be booked, right? But when Skull Lord is really high resistance and he is booked, he can give you decreased attack. He can also give you strengthen. So basically, the reason we bring in Skull Lord does two things. He brings us AoE decreased attack, which helps us stay alive. That's very useful. Then he also brings us in, he puts strengthen on himself for 2 turns on a 2-turn cooldown. So he can always have strengthen on, which means that he'll have one more buff than everybody else. So he will always be targeted. So that can work really well. Only thing to watch out for is this move, because it only puts a 1-turn buff. That can throw things off a little bit. But yeah, you can have Skull Lord. He doesn't even need to be fast. But he can just tank Mischief for you, and it means that we can kind of ignore Mischief. It becomes quite easy too, because she can place decreased accuracy. It makes it quite safe. Like, you could easily build Demitha with high enough resistance easily, even for Nightmare, thanks to the decreased accuracy from her and decreased accuracy from Geo. Quite a few sources. So I think this sort of team to me looks pretty solid. We don't have a revive, which is the sketchy thing. How squishy are these? That's a tanky enough Geomancer. Okay, so the problem here is this is really squishy. So that would be a problem. That would be a problem. We might need to tweak that. Man-eater, yeah, man-eater is a good one for attack down. Yeah. There's no harm in man-eater either. Right, let's try out a team. Let's see how we're doing here. It's enough theorying for now. Let's jump in. Let's see how this team performs. Does it work? Does it not? Let's see it out. Let's test it out, right? Let's go. Let's test this. I forgot to record this stuff locally. Okay, let me start recording. Let's be careful here. Okay, great. We're recording for this first attempt to see how the team is working. Grand. Let's see this. So she can remove all debuffs, which is cool. She can increase defense, extend continuous heals. She can just do an AoE attack. Let's start off with her AoE attack here. And let me get my chat back. Okay, Geo. Is our Lydia really slow? Or is Geo really fast? I think Geo is really fast. Mischief is totally gonna steal these two, which is kind of funny. Ah, he weak hit. Ah, sucker. Okay, we slam with Royal Guard. Kaboom. Not too bad. I'm gonna save her attack. Just smack him. You don't have increased attack, so he's not gonna hit too hard. Just smack Decay. Definitely want to get rid of Decay if possible. Geomaster is so fast with the increased speed and the Shamail boosting that he's going to get around to his burn again pretty quick. Don't know if it was worth it to place the burn actually. So here we can do increased defense. Protect everyone up. Let's just block debuffs on him so he doesn't increase attack himself. Lovely. Everyone got provoked. This is where having resistance, at least on the tanks, the supports, is really good. Decrease accuracy lands, that's very helpful with this team because we don't have a ton of resistance on anyone except Withier. We now have enough resistance on Lydia that with decreased attack she'll resist too, which definitely takes some stress off. Yeah, let's just trigger this guy. Bang. Yeah, Royal Guard getting smacked around actually. Hopefully we'll be safe enough. Alright, smack him. Let's burn him. Oop. Oh, he might die. Yeah, this might be back to the drawing board already. He has to survive quite a while without aid. Okay, never mind. She saved him. Go with your go. Never mind. He got one shot. He got crit. Okay, so he is too squishy. Back to the drawing board straight away. Alright, let's just do the simple thing and put in a husk instead. Let's do the lazy option. Put in husk instead. We don't have a reviver. Now, could we get in a reviver actually? Like, okay, so what I would do if I wanted to do this team, you could do this with a Royal Guard, but and we bring in Inquisitor, so we could do the exact same thing, but what we need to do different is we need Ugo instead of Umbral is sort of the key, because Ugo brings you another chunk of healing, and I think that might be okay. Maybe. Still, if he gets... How tanky is he? Man, he's not even that crazy untanked. He got hit just hard enough to die. But yeah, if he gets crit, he will get one shot. Yeah, that is a problem. He needs the strength in, really. Huh. So one thing we could do is we bring in Godseeker Ugo. I think that would work. So Ugo provides us the healing that to make up for no Wither. And where's Ugo? Ugo brings us healing, more consistent block buffs as well. We've got revive with Godseeker, so this becomes very safe actually as well. You could do a non-Shamail team too. Let's try it like this. Let's just see how this one goes. I'm curious to see how it goes with this particular setup right here. What's the cooldown? The cooldown of this is actually quite short. Let's just do that. I'm just worried about Mischief stealing this stuff right now. Just A1, try to get decrease accuracy. No luck. Bonk. Yeah, Husk is really nice. Husk is that HP. Oh, he attacked her. That's perfect. Great. Take some stress off. Smack him. Smack, smack, smack. Okay, good. Now we can start burning some stuff. Let's burn him. He might remove the burn. He's about to get smacked, smacked, smacked. Unfortunate. A1 with her. Great thing about Wither with Shamail, Wither's A1 isn't AoE. So that's a really nice combo. Okay, we definitely want to block his increased attack. Okay. So this is the thing that's quite annoying, is her. But luckily Wither's tanking it up like a champ. It's a pity with Lydia's the strengthen falling off. That kind of sucks. Right, let's see. The moment of truth. No strengthen. Alright, we're fine. Good, that's more like it. Okay. So the only issue, we're going to definitely slam Decay with our direct damage as much as we can. The reason we want to attack him with this team is that our two sort of main damage dealers here, like Husk and Geo, are both red affinity. So neither one of those is going to be doing all that much to this guy. We can certainly try. Oh, this time, I'm just going to use Husk to hit someone else. Yeah, honestly, this is like pretty much too sketchy. Like, she does a lot of healing. It's actually not enough. I thought she would do more. I thought she would do more, to be honest. I never used her before. It's definitely not enough. This is a problem. Okay, so this team won't work. Not enough healing. Too squish. That is unfortunate. It's where that extra Ugo healing becomes really good. Okay. Right, back to the drawing board, team. Back to the drawing board. Yeah, definitely tricky here. Definitely tricky here in this account. So I'm going to do the same thing. Let me see. Do I like Husk better? No, I like Royal Guard better. I like Royal Guard better this rotation. Yeah. Royal, because the bad thing about Husk is that it becomes very difficult to kill Decay, and you kind of do want to get rid of Decay, if possible. So that's one of the tricky things there. Thinking. We have a lot of possible combinations. We could always do like a non-Shamail team as well. That can definitely work. I do like Geo for the lead. We could also try Mashald in the lead. We could try Mashald in the lead. How squishy is a Mashald? Very, very squishy. Okay. Maybe not. Double Trunda? I don't think we have two. We've got one. We do have one Trunda. I'm not sure. Has anyone actually used a Trunda team this rotation? Has anyone actually used it? Okay, so let's go lighter on... Let's go less risky. Let's play it safer. In terms of decreased defense, that's tanky. The only real option is that Lydia. Yeah. We could do something like Lydia. We can crank up the defense with an Iron Brago. Man, that might almost be enough. So the issue that we run into here is that we really need that block buffs because we don't have a resistance tank. You know what? I think we ditch Shamail. Let's do a non-Shamail composition. That might be the key here. That might help us. So bring in a Royal Guard. So we want her. Like, we could just do something pretty simple like this. Might actually work. Like a God Seeker. That's probably pretty good too. We could even bring in Husk here as well. That could work, but the nice thing about Geo is he gives us an aura. So if we see something like this. Okay. Speeds. I remember Rector's very slow. That might be a problem, actually. Well, let's find out. Is Rector being really slow going to be a problem? So this way we've got obviously no Shemael. Just a 1. So the nice thing about Royal Guard is it gives you a source of decreased speed. That's like one of the big things about him. The decreased speed is pretty awesome. And we want to kill Torment. Is what we want to do. That's a pain in the butt. That's right. I didn't bring a block buffs. That's what we're missing here. Hang on. Hang on. This is where Ugo would actually be great. So I was thinking we could extend the... we can't. Okay, that's fine. Let's try it with... without her. Let's try it with this. Okay. Let's try this. Arbiter lead? Arbiter's aura only works for Arena. If Arbiter's aura worked in Hydra, that would be Biss. Wait, what? I didn't click the thing. Okay. Definitely tricky here. Man, you really miss Ugo. I tell you, when you don't have like Ugo or Archbishop built up, you do miss them. Archbishop would be really good as well. Archbishop's almost good to go. Archbishop would let us like be a little more aggressive in terms of the our defensive stats. Arbiter lead with Shemael. I generally much prefer going for a damage lead than a tanky lead with an Inquisitor Shemael. Be my general advice. So again, this time we're really going to want to kill Torment. Wait on that. Good, Lydia resisted. That's good. We got lucky. This time we do get the block buff. Stop the increased attack, which is nice. Man. That's a lot of taunts. I mean, he's got decreased attack now. We have a lot more defense, so I'm hoping we should be fine. There's lots of block buffs. This is actually great that he keeps hitting Lydia. That's actually fantastic. You try to get decreased attack on him. Didn't work. So now we want to burn Head of Torment. We want to try kill it as fast as we can. Try slow him down. That didn't happen. Bonk. Bonk. And we never want to attack him when we can avoid it. So we'll just hit Head of Decay. We can't hit him. Oh shit, I wasn't paying attention. She was True Feared. So that is actually one problem with this, is Lydia does keep fearing herself. So Royal Guard's definitely dead. Yeah, so Lydia being True Feared all the time is actually a big problem. Ah, Royal Guard's not dead. What do you know? So I should really be more careful. I need to be more patient at this point. Okay, Lydia, go for the block buffs. Didn't get it. We want to ignore Torment whenever we don't have the perfect veil. Okay, it's actually good that he dies, so long as we can stabilize now. Okay, so we'll just smack this guy. We don't want him to be feared when he comes to his next turn. It's important. You smack him. So we want to try to not have True Fear on us when we come back to these important moves as much as possible. The problem is that Lydia keeps counterattacking, you see. And we get a slam in. That's okay. Block buffs. Definitely hold on to that. Cleanse comes out. Okay, good. We need her to heal soon. Here we go. Perfect. Okay. Veil back on most people. Not on Lydia, unfortunately. That's all right. Get decrease attack back on. Perfect. Here we go. Decrease defense and weaken. All right. And now we can really start smacking Torment some. Burn Torment again. Yeah, we're on hard. This is on hard. So he's under Veil, so we're going to use all of our Veil turns to smack this head, basically. We want to just kill him off, get rid of him, so we don't have to keep dancing around these buffs. We definitely want to block buffs to stop him getting increased attack. She doesn't really have anything important to do. You could actually hit Mischief. Nah, alright. Let's try to keep her unfeared. We did. Okay, good. This is good. Big smack onto Torment. Lovely. But yeah, it's kind of a pain in the ass, right? Because we only have moderate coverage with our Veils. So we just need to play around the Veils and really think about when we have Veil and when we don't. Luckily, we're very tanky, so not too worried about stuff. Do we trigger him now? Yeah. Okay, we're good. And with that decreased attack, and honestly, Brago's giving us so much defense, it makes it a lot safer. He's protected again. See, Lydia keeps fearing herself because she's dumb. We want to try get... Brago's about to be eaten. That was a perfect decreased speed. Look at that. Okay, so again, because we got True Fear, we want to hit other stuff. We got really no choice. This is rolling the dice. We got lucky. That's good. With Lydia, you're really rolling the dice. And he's been eaten, which is a pain. Try get decreased attack back on. We did. Perfect. He's going to True Fear himself. So he's definitely dead again. I don't think we have much choice here except to go for the burn. No, we do. We do. Right, let's... There we go. Again, with him, we have to just hit someone else. Pass the turn, basically. She has no choice but to go for it. We can attempt to place the block buffs with her. She's safe enough. So this is really quite tedious. But there's not much option, unfortunately. So we burn him. Just because our turns are so scuffed. Just try to break him free quickly. She gets feared again. But we got the slam, which breaks him free. And we don't get Veils on everyone, which is a bummer. Again, just don't attack him when we're feared. Okay, she has no choice but to go for it, and we lose it. That's the bummer. Is that because basically Lydia counterattacks every time with the fears. No, he needs increased defense to place that. Oh, I should have hit Torment. That was silly. So like this comp right here without Shamail, it works, but it's like that's a pain in the ass, right? It works, but it's a pain in the ass. We definitely want to break this shield. 100%. Just A1, nothing. Want to block his buffs. I'm just gonna smack him at this point to break the shield just to ensure it goes down. Because ain't no one got time for that. Increased defense, hopefully keeps us alive. I'm actually quite worried about Rector being this low on life. Let's try kill off Torment at this point. This is actually getting a bit sketchy. The problem here is Rector has no resistance. Okay, if she dies here, we have to restart. She's probably good. I would probably restart at this point. Okay, let's fix this. Right, let's re-gear Rector. We can't have that happening. We want her to be faster, and... Okay. Okay, let's do a big re-gear. Big re-gear time. Let's do this. Okay, what does she have on right now? Let's see, does she have any good pieces? This is decent. Whoa! 4 rolls of accuracy? Holy shit, man. Wow. Okay. Okay. actually surprised she's this slow. She's got decent gear on. Okay. If I have Shamail in this team, who would he replace? Pretty much one of the damage dealers. That's the downside of Shamail. It does take a slot. So let's take a look. First of all, do we have any good resistance chests? Let's see. Do we have any 6-star resistance chests? Don't want to steal off her. Yo. Am I in the way, actually? I am. This rotation is actually pretty tricky, huh? This chest is really good. It's a bad set, but that's okay. Yo, this chest is way better than what she has on. Okay, we don't have too much else rolled up. Honestly, I think this is better, isn't it? They're similar. This one's actually slightly better. Let's grab that. Okay. So we want speed boots. With resistance, maybe? Let me see, what do we have? Do we have any perception stuff? And I'm looking for... This has lots of resistance and accuracy. That looks pretty good. This crit damage. That's unfortunate. What about this? Crit rate? Okay. What about any HP percentage gloves? Madame has some. Shield set here. Speed set on a random dude. He probably doesn't need that. Stealing all the gear. That's what we're doing. Stealing all the gear. There's HP speed boots. Was there? Let me double check that. Thank you. I didn't see. Like the life set I don't really care about. Reset speed. I really care more about these. Oh, this is actually not bad. That's actually pretty alright. Yeah, let's try them on. Good call, actually. They're not bad. They've got some resistance. It's not great, but it's better than nothing. Let's see, do we have any really good pieces? Well, it's not really good, but it's okay. Now that's really good. Okay, that will help her with her speed problem. She has enough accuracy for now. I really don't want to steal from them. They're for arena. Any nice perception pieces? Okay. These aren't even being used. Wait, what did this weapon do for us? This is more resistance. Makes us slower. So our weapon's actually not bad. This is up to 305. Okay. We can make this work. We can make this work. Is your inventory full? I don't know. Is it? I'm not sure. Do we have any equip that we can steal in the short term? This is pretty good. Okay, I think we might steal that. We definitely don't want crit damage. That's nice. We do want speed on this banner. Let's see, do we have a resistance? Banner. So she has one already. Do you use Doom Priest for a lot of stuff? This is a triple roll speed. Be quite nice for us here. Do I think War Mother's usable? Yeah, I think War Mother would be great. Yeah, I think War Mother would probably be great. So she's gonna get extra speed when we roll this up. More resistance. I think This girl, she's about to be in a really good spot right here. Okay, I'm gonna take a screenshot. Oh, your storage is full. Uh-oh. Do we have any, like, junk I can sell? Nope. I could probably just sell those boots. Yeah, your inventory's full, man. I can just sell some bad 5-star stuff if you want. Okay, that's good. You've got pretty good 5-star bits. Right, you've got better gear than me. Oh my god, triple roll speed? What is this? Fury gear is kind of crappy, but... Oh, we've got cursed gear. There we go. We can just sell this junk. Like, we just go like bam, bam, bam. We've got frost gear as well. Yeah, it's double roll speed, but like... Honestly, these pieces are kind of... They're good rolls, but they're terrible pieces. Like, you never really use it. What's this? Good roll speed. Yeah, you definitely need to do a cleanse here. I'm just seeing if there's any obviously bad pieces to get rid of. This piece is pretty crap. So is that. You'd sell that piece, that sucks. Okay, I think we just sell this stuff. It's pretty junk. I think Solar Freak is driving, so he's probably like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. It's happening, Solar Freak. Go for it. He says go for it. All right, good. There we go. Storage is still full. Wow, really? How many pieces am I swapping here? Okay, let's sell something else. Avenging speed boots with accuracy defense. They're pretty bad. Again, this is pretty bad, really. Just some 5-star avenging stuff that's never really gonna get used. Speed, accuracy, cruel. Where do I get my music? It's just YouTube audio library. There we go. Okay, so that stuff is swapped. We've got plenty of silver. Let's roll this up real fast. For the bits we definitely want to roll up. We're going to redo our masteries as well. Yeah, I just use YouTube audio library. It's free stuff for YouTube creators that you can just use in your videos without, you know, any DMCA issues and stuff like that. We need to set up, like, I need to set this up. You guys were asking for this on a gear rolling video I did recently. You guys are like, please, will you update your stuff for the gear rolling? So I need to do that to make it roll faster, like set up blue stacks and things like that. So I will look into that, guys. I actually forgot to do it for today. I wasn't thinking about it. But basically our goal here with Rector Drath is to get her to a point. Yeah, it's so slow. Oh my god. We basically want to get her to a point where she's still plenty tanky. Her health is going to go up a bit when we roll this stuff up. She's going to be fast and she's going to have good resistance. And in fact, we're going to redo her masteries because she doesn't need this stuff. So we're going to reset. We're going to send her down resistance. Give her more healing and less from AoE. Give her resurgence. Delay death. Okay, and then I need to think about this. So we will give her more accuracy. It's gonna be fine. We might as well... This is just shield, isn't it? Might as well give her Exalted Death for other areas. We can give her more accuracy. That's gonna be nice. Give her more stats. Lovely. So you could technically give her the more resistance thing, but I think what we'll do is this instead. Give her the cooldown. More of that. Give her more decreased attack. Give her counter attack. We'll give her more resistance. Let's try something. Oh, I missed one. Try something like this. Probably turn meter when her buffs expire. Yeah. Or turn meter when buffs expire. Let's try this. Rework for HYDRA, so it's going to be through my Discord, but I'm too busy trying to think about what to do here to do it right now. But this has got her much healthier already. She is now up to, yeah, look at this. She's shooting up here. That's good. What sort of ring does she have, actually? She doesn't have any glyphs on this gear either, so all this gear can be glyphed to be better. This ring's pretty solid. Let's give her a couple of quick HP glyphs. Just want to get her above 50k to feel good. We'll leave her attack as is. So we lose a bit of damage with not having War Master, but I've kind of gone away from War Master on support champions for HYDRA. Like, I've really started to value just having the accuracy and the resistance on these champions. It's what I've really started to value. That's sort of pushing me above and beyond. And this is a sort of build I would use on a lot of my support champions now. So I'm still trying to get good speed. They still should be tanky enough, but we're going to be pushing that resistance and pushing that the accuracy as well. And that's where like gear quality comes into it a lot. I'm just going to throw on some 4-star glyphs for accuracy, and he's got 200. I'm just going to throw on some quick 4 stars. Because like we've a ton of stuff. Like, for example, on this helmet, like you slap on some 6-star glyphs. I'm just going to do 4 stars. I don't want to invest people's 6-star glyphs. I think that's too important for them. I'm going to save the speed glyphs as well. I think that's too important for an account to make that decision without consultation directly. But you could actually almost throw a 6-star glyph straight onto this with double roll. But like we start throwing these on, and like this is where those resistance, accuracy, substats, they start to add up to a ton, and we can push much harder. And we'll very quickly go from being like, we're just about squeezing into like hard to we'll easily start hitting the stats that we're going to need even for Nightmare, which is kind of insane. Like this, I would probably 6-star. This is actually such a good piece. It's a terrible set, but damn, is this a good piece. Triple speed roll. I mean, it depends. He might be building arena teams and stuff, but... and you can move. This sort of build will work really well on not just Rector. This is the sort of build that will work well on a Lydia. It will work well on a Krisk. It will work well on lots of different champions. So, yeah. Hey, what's up, Darkwood? How you doing, man? So now we're already up to 419 resistance, almost 260 accuracy. So we're really getting there now. And again, I think we have more on this necklace. Yeah, we do. So in fact, when we include all the glyphs, we might actually be over budgeted for resistance, because she gives herself bonus resistance when she's under veil as well. So, but hey, that's okay. We can live with it. I will throw a 5-star speed glyph on this. I mean, it's a triple roll speed, and we got a 1. I'm doing 1 more. Okay, we're doing what? We're not going to settle for 1. 3. Okay, we'll cut our losses right there. Okay, 3%. There we go. I probably, yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't invest more than that. Yo, Darkwood. Yeah, this rotation's actually pretty tough. It's actually quite tough. So like, look, boom, she's at 424. She's fine, 50k health. She is good to go for, certainly for hard. When we roll up this chest plate and we throw in some 6-star glyphs and the boots and stuff, I'm not going to bother. Oh, the shield can still be rolled up too. We roll this stuff up, put big glyphs on, and you know, 460 resistance is going to be really tasty. In fact, actually, she's probably fine for Nightmare already because she gives bonus resistance under Veil. So she's probably good. That's at least going to keep her alive, which is nice. So we feel better about that already. Okay. How is Lydia? I wonder if we could do something similar for Lydia. The real problem with Lydia is that when we use her... Interesting. So interesting. If I was doing Lydia, I would not be doing this. So for HYDRA with Lydia, because she attacks every time, Lydia, and she's AoE, she's actually a good one to go down to War Master. And then I'd be doing a similar thing. I would be getting her extended buffs, right? Because extending strengthen, extending speed, very valuable. And then the extended debuffs is really good as well. So I might be switching that up. Yeah, I think she's in a resistance chest. Yeah, the builds gets really, really tough to do. It's like, can we push her higher? I don't know if we can push her higher than that. Okay. How's Ninja doing? So Ninja, super squishy. Yeah, so he's not going to work for Hydra. The funny thing about this account is that there's a ton of options. We're missing a couple of key options, though, that do make it trickier. Let's go take things for a spin again. Am I happy with this team overall? I think so. We could even ditch Geomancer. This is where we could even try. We could try the Husk in here. We unfortunately have no aura that's useful, which is a slight bummer. Let's see how this works. Let's just take it for a spin. Lydia's built for arena. Yeah, fair enough. That's going to be one of those awkward things, but yeah. So perhaps we don't want to use the Lydia with this sort of team. Coming with some AoE smacks here. And again, our goal is to like kill off Torment if possible. Let's keep smacking that Torment. Buff steals are a bit unfortunate. I'd actually restart this. We need Lydia to get lucky, basically. I mean, like, we could put in the Shemael and just not have to deal with that. Is that what I tried last time, Razin? Is that what I tried last time when we fell apart? Pretty much, yes. Pretty much exactly what we tried last time it fell apart. Shemael is key. He is, yeah. I was trying to set up a non-Shemael team first. Yeah, let's work on a non-Shemael team first for a little bit. Then we'll switch back. Yeah, so let's stick with Mr. Brago. We can't have the buffs stolen from Mr. Brago, though. If the buffs get stolen from Mr. Brago, he can't put decrease attack. So we need Lydia to actually resist that fear. Hit this head. Yeah, we could use Geo. But I'm going to save Geo to go with the Shemaels on this account. This is a little luck based. Okay, perfect. So you hit the Lydia. Lydia is enough to resist. So he gets increased attack. Okay, let's try this. We landed the decrease attack. Let's keep it going for now. But yeah, I would definitely build a Shemael. If you can build Shemael, I would build a Shemael. Yes. Decrease speed is nice. Brago can remove buffs with his A1 as well. It didn't happen, but he can. Some block debuffs. Lydia actually doing great here. That's nice to see. Whenever we can smack this guy. Lydia actually having that extra turn on Veil is pretty fantastic. That saves us a ton of stress. I get decreased attack on him. Good. These extra turns on Veil are random, of course, but they can make a big difference. So again, we want to not hit Torment when we can avoid it. What we're going to do is AoE. Torment again. See, this time Lydia can come around guaranteed and get that off, which is so nice. She's resisting too. Perfect. Decrease attacks out, sure. I think we could just trigger this guy at this point. We still have some increased defenses out there. If Royal Guard dies, we don't mind too much. And he should die now. We just don't want anyone else to die. So we have to A1 with him because he's true feared. Just try to preserve her. Okay, so he's gonna die, but we can res him up. Bonk. Unfortunately, Lydia didn't get healed enough to get the buff on. But cool, that's a good hit. He dies. That definitely hurt with that increased attack. We really hope to get rid of that soon. I think we just go for this at this point. Hey, we landed it. That's good. Keep the block buffs on him. She can get block buffs out on Mischief again. Get him up. He might as well use Retaliate on Torment. Okay, we get increased defense back on. Okay. We got one more big smack coming in here, and hopefully then we'll be sort of in control from that point on. Decrease speed out there. Good. Let's try get a decreased attack on him again. Okay, so that should hopefully be the last really big smack we have to deal with. Keep smacking Torment. Torment does not have... We can do one more attack on him, and then now he's True Feared. We need to now be careful next time around. Ooh, that hurt. Be careful next time. Gonna save this one turn. This might actually be awkward in how it comes back around. Ooh. This actually is kind of scary, huh? This is kind of scary in how it's coming back around. Just the timings here have worked out pretty badly. Actually, I think we do want to peace out and try that again. That's just not lining up quite well enough. Oh, there's gifts in the store? Oh, cool. Great. Let's try that again. So I feel a lot better. I think we actually will be just reset it a couple of times until we block that first increase attack. I think that will just give us a more stable base and let us actually get rid of Torment. Just for that safety factor. Kaboom! Okay, those being stolen is annoying, but not the end of the world. Okay, yeah, again, let's redo that. We just don't want him to get increased attacks. We don't have any way to get rid of it. And it's gonna save us just some damage that we'd rather not have. I'm curious to see if this is gonna work. Like, the theory here is that hopefully it should. Hopefully this will work. Like, when we get rid of Torment, we've got enough to get through Torment. We just need we just need to get through that first initial part of it. And like Suffering and Blight, neither one is really that bad for us. We can fight both of them just fine. Perfect. This is actually the perfect situation where he attacks Lydia or Rector. Good. She got the block buffs. No increased attack. And she can start laying some decreased attacks. Lovely. Is the goal 2 key hard, 1 key normal? The goal on this account, no, we want to try get up to the, we want to try get to a 1 key hard if possible. So we're sort of experimenting a little bit here, to be honest. Again, whenever we have Veil, we want to be hitting Torment. It's sort of the key here. Keep Torment controlled. Veil. We just want to try kill him off as quick as we can. Okay, we can smack Torment. Kerdonk. We do want to get decreased speed on Cleansey Boy. And when we don't have Veil, we don't attack him. Okay, and this is the dice roll with Lydia. Hey, we got it. That's actually really helpful, that dice roll. Getting that strength in is super nice. I'm actually going to try to get another decreased attack here, because it's getting a little sketchy. Okay, so right here, for example, he's got True Fear. We absolutely don't want to hit him. I'm just going to go trigger this thing at this point. Get smacked, but we're fine. So much actually better with the no increased attack on. She has heal reduction, which sucks. Again, with Royal Guard, we don't want to hit Torment because he's coming back around to his AoE Slam. We want to make sure the AoE Slam is good to go. Royal Guard is actually in trouble. Let's attempt to block buffs on him again. Didn't work. Again, with her, we want to make sure not to hit someone like that. So we get Veil on half of them. We start smacking Torment again. And here we come back around to the 2 slams. Slam 1. Okay, Royal Guard's still alive. Good. It's actually kind of annoying. Wait, was he true feared? No, he's normal feared. I hope. Wasn't paying attention. We want to try to get rid of her true fear coming back around. Try to get decreased attack back on. Good. Okay, well, Royal Guard's eaten, so she's going to die. She missed her turn anyway. And this is where it gets to be sort of a pain. But we do come around to this. We just have to throw it out, even though he's going to cleanse, unfortunately. Decreased attack is on there. It's good. She's still not dead. There she is. Now she's dead. Lydia didn't have enough there to stop that steal. If this doesn't work out this run, I'm a little skeptical. If it doesn't work out... Slight yikes. That's not so good. Yeah, I'm not loving this, dudes. I'm not loving this. It might be back to the drawing board with the Shamail team, to be completely honest here. That ain't look good. Just not quite where we want to be here. Yeah, knock it out of there. No. It's tough. That is tough. Okay. Not liking that one. It's not clicking. Right, let's go back to Shamail. Safety. Safety first. This makes it a lot smoother. Means we don't need the Rector, but Rector is there. That would help you in a normal team. Like, at least she's built up, and you've got that gear build you could swap to someone else if you need. So Lydia becomes MVP in this sort of team, because she's gonna keep attacking, and therefore getting feared, but being removed by Shamail. So that is helpful. So, let's think about this. Yeah, it's definitely tough, this rotation, because you want... like, especially when you don't have that Torment tank. But, like, you know, when you start having to commit, you have to have, like, someone to tank Head of Torment, Head of Mischief. You have to have a Shamail. It becomes very difficult, actually, to have enough to keep your team alive, and all the rest. All the stuff, it becomes quite tricky. Right, let me think about this. So... okay, let's leave Shamail in there. So we got these two for damage. Let's bring in Withier, increased defense and healing. Let's make this super safe. Let's not mess around with stuff. Let's be super, super safe. Let's give us a revive, increase debuffs. Maybe this is the way to go. What did I do the first time? Ah, yes, we had the block debuffs. Do we just live with them stealing? You know what? Let's just say... Can we just say screw it? Let them steal? I think we say screw it. We just let them steal. Let's try that first of all. Let's say, you know what? Let's just try not bringing in block buffs. So you can steal increased speed, which sucks, but so we are still living somewhat risky. You gotta live a little dangerously. And if that doesn't work, we could bring in just block buffs. It wouldn't be terrible. Umbra will still do decent damage, so it's okay. Salad should be MVP here. We could run Salad as well. I would save him for a second team. Most likely. Because we got, you know, this is where you want to make potentially two teams, right? So for a second team, let's get rid of this. For a second team, building something similar, we could do a very similar thing where we could... You might even want to put Salad first. Our Salad is very squishy, so we will need a Reviver with him. Bring in something like this. We need a decreased defense champion. Do we have any good legendaries? There's actually like a lack of good legendaries that are easily accessible, I feel, for HYDRA that do good decreased defense. And then like you even have Lady Kimmy. I mean, we could even double stack in Lady Kimmy's as well. Man, there's so many options here. Gosh. Okay. So like if we did a third team. I I'm not sure who you'd put in the lead on the third team. Suzerain Catone do decreased defense. Oh, he does, doesn't he? He's not booked. He can do weaken. Decreased defense. He's not geared either. He can also do decreased speed. Yo, Suzerain Catone is actually pretty good. Decreased defense, potentially decrease. It's a long cooldown though, but you can do it. Decreased speed is nice. Yeah, that's good. That's a good shout, man. That's a good catch. He's not bad. This one would be another Shemale. Probably like Arbiter Ugo. That's probably what I go for. Or this guy. This actually looks pretty reasonably okay. There's no decreased attack, which is the scary thing. So let me see. I mean, we might have just a Stag Knight. Or a Tomb Lord? Like decrease attack, decrease defense. Hey, Solar Freak. Is Cardinal good for Hydra? I don't know. Don't know. This could work. He's not booked, so it'd be sketchy. Let's take this one for a spin. Let's see if this team is good enough. Don't forget about Phoenix. I don't see Phoenix being very good for Hydra. I think if you're early on, yeah. Outside of that, though, I don't know. Right, let's increase our defense. Let's get this stuff slamming. And now this time we're doing the opposite because we're not trying to do a non-Shemale team. Now we can just attack basically every other head except for Torment. Torment's good. Yeah, with the Shemale, I'm just trying to figure out how to split your champions to make 3 good teams, even 2 good teams. I do feel like I'm kind of underutilizing Kimmy. I feel like I might have missed a trick there. We have to figure out how to get Kimmy back in. So we're going to try this sort of team. We'll see how this goes. Just wait for the cleanse. Phoenix has decreased attack and block buffs. It's not 100% though, is it? That's nice. Wait, he still hasn't done his cleanse. Get a move on, mate. What are you doing? Get a move on. There we go. Stay 1 with her. So the nice thing about Ugo is that she gives you the healing and the debuff removal, and removing that heal reduction is actually very useful. Like when we don't have our resistance built up that much on a lot of these champions, getting rid of heal reduction can actually be kind of crucial. Actually, we probably want to pop. I actually want to pop him like now. Oh, we still have strength and an increased defense on most people. There we go. Good. That's helpful. Let's do her just A1 again. Who's he gonna shield? Not sure. This should be safe. Phoenix block buff is 75%. Oh, nice. Decrease speed in the 2 we want. Again, if he dies, we don't mind too much. He's unlikely to die now, though. There we go. Pick him up a bit. Okay, and now we're away. I think this might be the key, having Wither and Godseeker together. Yeah, I feel like this team is probably going to be a good combination of survivability and also damage. This might be the way that we're going to go. Okay, if Royal Guard dies, it's not the end of the world. That's a bit annoying, but again, it's not the end of the world. We can strip some of those off. Actually, so I don't know how much accuracy your Shamail has. So with Shamail, the nice thing about him, because his A1 strips off buffs, that when the buffs go onto Head of Torment, he can actually sort of rip them off, which is kind of hilarious. Again, I think I'm just going to A1 here. Give more turn meter to Geo. And again, we don't really mind if Royal Guard dies. It kind of just buys us time, which is hilarious. Right? We just cruelly let him die. And he cries. He's like, why did you let me die? And it's like, oh, he just healed himself because of the leech, actually. Yeah, well. So he's probably not going to die then. Okay, we definitely want to burn Head of Decay. Start trying to kill Decay. Let's get our block buffs back on Wrath. We don't want Wrath getting increased speed. Technically, we don't want him getting increased speed either, but we're not going to be able to stop it right now. So Geo can strip Head... So this is a nice thing, right? With this team, one sneaky thing we try to do, we can use Lydia to block buffs on Wrath, right? Then Shamail strips buffs off of Torment. So the only one we really care about then is Decay, and we can use Geomancer to remove off Decay. So we kind of have options here all around, which is actually quite nice. Again, I'm just going to A1 with her. Get Geomancer back around to a turn. Is Godseeker in resist build? Yes, she is, which is actually something I need to do on my Godseeker, but he has done, which is really good. He does have Godseeker in resistance, which is definitely the way to go. Again, we're going to be trying to kill off Decay. Smack Decay. So it looks like Royal Guard, unfortunately, is not going to die. We are super tanks. Super tanky. Yeah. We've really improved the defensive conundrums that we were in before. But yeah, I really need to re-gear my Godseeker, kind of like he's done here. I think he's gone the right way about it. Pearl Geomancer, all the stuff getting stolen. Okay, so Wrath is about to pop off, which is probably going to do all the breaking out here. It'd be nice if we get one more burn out. No, but here he goes. He pops. It does half of it, at least. But yeah, this team seems very, very survivable. We're getting through these heads. When we get them decapitated, we can hopefully do a good chunk of damage. And one of the things we're going to be hoping for is... He just keeps stealing everything, the jerk. We strip them all off. He might smack us again. Yeah, okay, so this should definitely break it, actually. Good. Do I want to do one more burn? I think we wait. I think we be patient here. We try to get our burn up after he cleanses. I think we try to reburn Decay and try to get him killed before he does another cleanse. I think is the plan. We just A1. Yeah, I'm really liking Wither. Wither, I thought she would do more. She's definitely not enough to keep you alive on her own. But I have to say, she is really, really nice. I do like the Wither. Okay, this key is definitely going much better than the other ones. It's a lot more stable. Let's put it like that. It's a lot more stable. If we can break him free early. Hey, there we go. That's actually good. Wow, Wrath just one-shot Royal Guard. All right, Royal Guard, get up. Get up, you twat. There we go. Right, let's heal them up with her slam. Oh, Lydia got stuff robbed. Right, burn him. That increased speed is unfortunate, but we can block buffs here. That's why we saved it with Lydia last time. We're just saving it for that. Yeah, I think the Godseeker plus her is the way to go. I think we're going to wait one turn here. We're going to wait for the decreased defense weaken. Although that being said, he's going to get taunted, isn't he? I don't think we have a way to get rid of that with this team. Just going to put decreased accuracy out. Yeah, I don't think... I think I should have actually done the takedown there, because he would have been only 2 turns left on it, because he's going to get provoked. Yeah, that was kind of dumb, because I don't have a way to remove provoke. Except for her, and it's on cooldown, isn't it? Poor old Geomancer. No resist. So Geomancer is actually a good one to build with like a medium amount of resistance. So you'd want to... I actually, off the top of my head, I don't know the amount that you would need. But sort of, you basically expect... Man, that's Godseeker's so good for that. You sort of basically expect that he lands the decrease accuracy, so that you give him enough resistance to resist this head when he does the decrease accuracy. That sort of thing. Good, so he's almost dead. Fantastic. Let's burn this son of a gun. Start working on him. Oh man, she's one turn off being able to cleanse this idiot. Alright, well. Who's being eaten next? Shamail's being eaten. Okay, that's fine, because I think Head of Torment's probably going to be dead by then. Probably. It's a big smack, but we're good. And this will... Okay, good. Strengthen's really going to help. Be nice if Wither got around to another turn before him. I don't know if she will. Looks like maybe not, actually. Unfortunately, he is going to protect himself, which sucks. Have to reburn him. Unless we hit him hard enough? Probably not. I am actually kind of nervous for us here. This is a scary moment. Where if too many people die, it becomes a real pain in the butt. Let's keep A1ing here. I think Wither might get around to a heal. Yeah, she will. Good. Let's just top us up. Keep us safe. Ooh. Smack, smack, smack. Not enough for the kill. Yeah, let's hit him in case Torment goes first. Oh, hey, there we go. Royal Jizzle got around on time. Beautiful. All right, Decay is down. Good. Good, and we should get Torment down as well quickly enough. And not have to worry about that. We can finish off sort of Torment and use him to fuel our stuff here. I'm going to burn Wrath so we can work on Wrath as well. Just start hitting this decapitated guy. Smack. Oh, he didn't have his spread available, huh? Will I do this move? Yeah, I'll do this just to, just to protect from this AoE. Just play it safe. Hey Nub, keep rocking the content, man. Killing it. Thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate the support. Thank you, thank you. Smack the decapitated head. Unfortunately, this one is real fast. I guess we don't have a ton of increased speed. Or decreased speed on this team is one thing. So this is a slight problem. Ah, Blight. Okay. So we didn't quite kill him on time. Unfortunately, she has no choice but to A1. Okay, Lydia, the moment of truth. Get lucky. Oh, we got lucky. Didn't quite kill him, but his death is on the cards. Get that decreased speed. Beautiful. Just A1 here. This is a tricky situation now in terms of what we should do. I think we do try kill Torment with her and Lydia counterattacks. Didn't work. We will go for this cleanse. We got it. That's good. That's helpful. Use that as a problem. I'm going to go for block buffs on him. She hit Torment. I'm actually fine with that. I'm basically going to try kill Torment to remove these fears. And hope the burns do that work. I guess we can do this. Okay. One. This is quite awkward. Will we get around to actually being able to kill him? I'm not sure. We might be like ever so slightly short, which is a bummer if it's true. We gotta get luck. Oh man, really bad luck with these fears here. And then he got his stuff stolen. Luckily, it was barely enough. That was super close, though. Holy shit, that was so close. Okay, we got some luck there. All right, we're back on track. Yeah, that stuff got spread. It's okay. We'll actually just steal those. Actually, I could have left him alive. I think I should have not stolen that. That was just a reflex. So we do quite want him to respawn. Ah, well. We've got some really high damage heads out here now. Definitely put block buffs on him. I think we just throw this out almost for the sake of it. Let's wait one more turn, just smack the decapitated guy. Shoot him. Okay, so that removes most of their buffs. That's good. Now, the good thing about Shamail is that Shamail's gonna like kill this head real fast. Yeah, we're trying to get to a 1 key here. I'm pretty confident this team can do it. We might need a little bit better luck. Like, if we have what's his face? If head of poop respawns here, head of decay, we're in trouble. Oh, fuck's sake, man. Okay, so head of decay spawning in here makes this a lot more awkward. A lot more awkward. That's just annoying. Ain't nobody got time for your head of decay. Well, oh well, not much we can do. Just have to live with it. I'm actually gonna A1 to trigger this guy while he's got block buffs on, because he's about to cleanse him. Godseeker's dead. I think we need to restart. She is a turn in a second, but yeah, that's gonna happen. God damn, this head fucking sucks, man. Yeah, I think this team works, though. I think this team works. Unfortunately, how do we bring block buffs in? There's not many spots in this team to bring block buffs in. I would say the spot to bring block buff in would be bringing in Pinthroy instead of Withier. That would be the big spot where you could bring in block buffs, because he brings you the block buffs. The increased accuracy is actually very useful for Royal Guard to land more decreased speeds for him to strip buffs. So Pinthroy instead of Withier would certainly help. That would be good. But the problem now is that Pinthroy's not ready to go. Like, he's got actually decent gear, but he's not booked. And again, with Pinthroy, the build's fine. It's something I need to do on mine. You can actually drop his accuracy down quite a lot and up his resistance. That's really helpful too, just so you got more targets that can resist Head of Mischief. But yeah, that would be sort of my suggestion there. Would be, once Pinthroy, how many books do we have even? But yeah, I think the team there with Withier can do it, certainly with a bit of luck. Ooh, a community gift. Oh, fun. Cool. How many books does he have? Oh, he's got loads. Okay, good. So he's actually in a pretty good spot. Let me set that up, and then maybe we'll move on to something else. So basically, I think in terms of hard... hang on here. Let's actually theory craft up some real teams here. Let's get rid of all this. And let's set up... I'm going to leave that counterattack team in. So I think that team is one option that's really fun, but that's a lot of gearing required. Okay. So I'd say... I think this one can work. And possibly like you roll up the gear on some of these champions and stuff like that. It might get a bit better, throw on some glyphs. But I think this team has the core of working. And certainly if you regear them a little bit, it could work. But I would say a better version of this with would be to put in Pinthroy. Like, boom, throw him in. I think this would work really well. So this, we throw in a Lydia. And then we throw in Pinthroy. It's not Pinthroy. Where's Pinthroy? Pinthroy. Then the Godseeker. And a Shamail. And I think that is probably slightly better. You still have, you've got the healing, and so basically Wither comes in. Wither's throwing out heals and stuff, which is fine. Oh, is Wither's not even, oh, her A1's not booked, but the rest is. Oh yeah, that works. But she's throwing continuous heals. She heals, gives you increased defense. She's doing that stuff, which is good. Pinthroid can do a very similar thing where you can also build him with high resistance. He brings you block buffs, increased accuracy. He gives you a heal. He gives you increased defense. He gives you a shield. It's a long cooldown, but coupled with a God Seeker, I think it's probably enough. And he can do some buff stealing too, which is kind of nice. So I think that stuff together kind of works. We don't have a decreased attack on this team, but for hard, I think it's totally fine. I think that team should actually be pretty good. That should be a pretty easy one key, but you'd need to buck Pinthroid. So you might want to wait until next week to do that for CVC. And then if we were to do another team, could we make Mashald work? I also feel ridiculous that we haven't used Wither much. Like if we do like a Wither, I kind of want to try one more team for fun. Like Wither and Kimmy is such a good combo. We could even maybe do like Mashald. Okay, and I guess we bring in a block buffs here. And for a decreased defense, so now we need decreased defense, we need healing, which again, this is where Ugo becomes so clutch, right? You want decreased defense and healing. So bringing in like Ugo, who brings you both, and then another like a healer reviver, that's where it's like, okay, now we're good. So something like Arbiter and Ugo. So we've got loads of speed. We're gonna have Mashald ripping through. Yeah, I say Ugo has got to pretty much be the key here. If we throw in that Ugo, let's imagine this. So we got Ugo. So we've got decreased speed and accuracy, increased speed on us. Honestly, this is where not him. Maybe this is where you throw in that Brago, and that becomes actually very solid. So we've got lots of defense, got plenty of healing. We've got the increased attack, increased defense, speed. Mashald's going to do tons of damage. I suppose the issue is going to be when Mashald gets eaten, how do we break him free? That's going to be the tricky thing. But I think this team sort of works. If I want to brew Ugo up, go for it. Okay. Sure. She's already booked. It's hard to fit in decrease. I'm just trying to, just with this comp, trying to make a comp with Kimmy. Now, Kimmy kind of overlaps a bit. Like, ultimately for me, what I would want to do on my account is I would want to 3 teams. So I'd be like, I'd want to probably split up my really good increased speed. So like Lydia, Mashald, Ugo, I'd probably want to split them up. I don't know if it's the right decision though. So I've never had Kimmy or Mashald, but I'd want to sort of split them up. That's hard to do. I think Mashald, with having Brago in there, would help him stay alive. I think that'd be quite nice. So let's see, we can brew up Ugo. It is champion training right now, so no real harm. And you might want to do it just for this week anyway. Oh, you said she was booked. She is not booked. I wouldn't rebuild Salad. I actually think he's fine. So with Mashald, you just want him to be, like high damage and just like go ham, just blast it. Like he's squishy, but we just bring in supports to keep him alive because he does so much. You have a similar problem as I do on my account, which is a little bit of a lack of good revivers, right? That's kind of the main thing that you're lacking, is that you don't have a Duchess, you don't have a Sifi. Like we've got Arbiter and we've got Godseeker, we've got Rect or Drath. Like we've got good backups, but they are that step below, which does make it harder. we do have an Ursula. Now, Ursula can work, but she's also not built. But yeah, I would say in the short term, we got this stuff. We might jump onto another account and give it a go. Because I feel like we've sort of been tinkering around with only moderate success here. We might switch to something else. But I would say, again, like, I think this account has tons of potential to make work. So, what was I saying? I think this team here, we've got this team will be one decent, probably, team. This looks like it's got a lot of potential. We've got this as another great team. Tons of potential here as well. This is very similar to the team I ran, actually. Except I ran Ursula or Arbiter instead. But that sort of team works really well. That should work fine. I think a counterattack type team is also potential for this account. It's just a matter of building up one of these potential tanks, right? One of the potential head of mischief tanks, which then opens the door for some pretty crazy stuff. So yeah, we'll switch over to the takeover, I think. So the takeover is going to be on my Discord. So it's going to be in the Raid Takeovers channel. So yeah, maybe Illegal Mist is an account for HYDRA. Use the key. Okay, we might take a look at that as well. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, he's got some really good champs. He's got the maybe we'll do that on his account. Yeah, we might jump onto Illegal Mist's account. He has a Duchess Crisp. Illegal Mist, are you in the chat? Wesley Walker, that's you. Okay, cool. Let me send you a DM on Discord. But yeah, so I feel I'm a bit bummed out in terms of this run here. Again, we found a team that I think can do that one key, but it's not super clean. It's not super clean, but I think this, let's put in, can work better. I think this team can work better. I think this is a slightly better team. I think this team could also work once that Ugo is finished. I think this should be a good basis for a team as well. And then like we've got this really interesting and different sort of counterattack type team, which just needs one of these top tier HYDRA tanks. And again, if you guys didn't see this discussion earlier, some of the top tier tanks you can bring in for HYDRA. Skull Lord is a very good one. We've got another really good legendary one here as well. So we've got crazy options here. Elder Skarg. And then one that I'm working on myself and will hopefully show you soon is a Boro. So we're basically, what you're looking for here at that Mischief tank, someone you build at really high resistance that puts a buff on themselves that no one else has, so they get targeted by Mischief. So Skull Lord can do it, Strengthen for 2 turns on a 2-turn cooldown. So he will always have Strengthen. So he'll always have, if you don't bring another Strengthen, he'll always have 1 buff more than everyone else. He's got insane stats, very easy to build, and he brings you decreased attack. So Skull Lord is really good. Elder Skarg, also good. He gives himself increased speed. He gives himself increased crit rate. Then his A3 gives himself increased defense. So he's got lots of buffs you can play with. And then he will, with his A2, he'll do a whole bunch of extra hits. And he can put HP burn AoE if he does all those hits. And he also steals buffs too. So he can be really good AoE HP burn and also mischief tanking. And you just build him kind of reasonably slow so that he can have the buffs up. You build him with tons of resistance and then enough accuracy to land his stuff. So he doesn't need to hit hard. He's just in there to tank mischief and bring you AoE HP burn. And then I think a Boro is one I'm working on. She's loads of buffs for herself and she has AoE decreased defense. So, yes, okay, so, right, let us swap over then and take a look at a different sort of account here. Yeah, this one, I think for us here on Solar Freak, I think it's going to be fairly difficult this week, but I think, like, if you put in 2 weeks work here on this account, I think you can easily push this into having probably 2 teams that could smash hard. Like, you're really not far off, to be honest. Like, you're probably, this account is probably better than my account, and it's probably like 2 weeks behind in terms of the gearing stuff that I've been working on. Like, you're really not far off at all. But yeah, but you get some ideas in terms of building champs with resistance, and yeah, there's probably a lot of stuff there, hopefully. Okay, cool. Let me swap. So if we bloop. Where have we gone? The game is gone. But I'll let you back on your account to actually use your daily stuff. Okay. So let me log out of Solar Freak. Let me remove Solar Freak's info. Add my own. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at Illegal Mist. So I'm just signing in now. And then we will dive in and take a look at him. So I remember seeing his champions. He had really good ones. We're going to probably build a second one. Oh, nice password. Okay, yeah, and yeah, if you can send me the two-factor authentication, that'd be great as well. This is good advice in general, guys. Good advice in general. Set up two-factor authentication on your accounts. And then obviously after takeover, change your passwords, all that safety stuff. You know, straightforward. Okay. Perfect. Let's go. By the way, if you ever do want to be part of an account takeover like this, where I look at your stuff, what am I saying? What am I saying? You should set up Plarium Play. That was what I was trying to say. We got there in the end. Setting up Plarium Play so that, yeah, I can just record easier on PC. Twitter Rush update. Hey, cool. Go Twitter Rush. Okay. So, Illegal Mist here, level 89. Alright, not too bad. Player power 4.8. I did see he's got some really good champions. We actually have 2 Cardials, which is insane. I've not actually used Cardial in HYDRA yet, but he's top tier. We do have a Krisk. He's not built for HYDRA, though. We have a Duchess. So we've got some really good champions, actually. We've got some insane legendaries, which is great. Got a good few epics. We got some more legendaries in the works and stuff like that. Cool, we've got some great stuff here. Very nice. Let's take a look. So you said you did 1 HYDRA key already. Get my chat back. You're welcome, Solar Freak. You're welcome. Yeah, it's a pity we weren't able to lock in that 1 key hard straight away, but hopefully we're getting in that sort of general direction. So, Illegal Mist here. Okay, and we did 13.76 million. Okay, 13.76 right here. We got a Shamail team, 2 nukers. So pretty straightforward stuff, really. Pretty straightforward stuff. Let's take a look. Okay, actually, let's build some comps right here. Yeah, I mean, Duchess, man, Duchess is be so juicy, so good. So, okay, you've got, I like what you're doing. You're brainstorming a lot of stuff. Let me delete something. I'm going to delete this team right here. I'll take a screenshot for you if you want it back. Okay, let's delete that. Cool. And let's go. So I would say the best sort of team we could have here. So obviously Duchess Krisk together is like the OP combo. Like it's absolutely disgusting. So like the best possible team is actually you're very, very close to just being able to build this. Like I said, we don't have a Geomancer, but that's totally okay. So something like that. You could even bring in like a Kymar. Don't think we have a Kymar. You're kind of free. This is so hilarious. It's so easy to build this sort of team. We even have the last slot is free, which is just absurd. If we can kind of throw in whatever the heck we want at that point. The ideal thing here would probably be a Geomancer, which we don't have. Actually, oh, let me just make sure we're looking at the vault. I like that username, Paid Shadow Legends. That's a good username. That is funny. So yeah, I mean, like in terms of who should this final champion be? I mean, honestly, you're very flexible. I guess maybe even like an extend buff champion might be the way to go. Like you can kind of throw in whatever. We don't need a Shamail because Duchess gives us buffs, so we're good. Anyone else have a good idea for what you could throw in here? Like this is kind of crazy. We kind of have almost everything we want. That's kind of nuts. Maybe a Cardial. Maybe you throw a Cardial into this team and have ally attack as well. That could get kind of absurd. Ninja? The Ninja could work. Duchess in the second spot, move Royal Guard to the front. Well, we want Duchess's aura. We're not running a Shamail here. AoE weaken. You could bring in weaken. Yeah, that's one thing that you would get with a Geomancer. He does provide some weakens. In terms of an AoE weaken that we have, it's not that important. I don't think we've got access to a good consistent one. Like Seer can do it, but would I probably wouldn't bother adding Shamael to this comp. Do we even have a Shamael? We have one. So I would be splitting my Shamael into a second comp. I would be using Shamael in a different comp. I would not use him in that first one. So Ninja could work. Suzerain. I'm not sure if we have a Suzerain. Let's actually take a quick look at these two handsome chaps here. Cardial. Man, you've got two Cardials. Like, that is so nice. Okay, so let's put in the going without resistance here. Okay. Lydia. I think we can split Lydia into a different team. I think we can. So basically, we're trying to build two teams here. So we don't really need Lydia. So in terms of decreased defense, you know, like Krisk provides decreased defense quite consistently. Ugo provides it very consistently as well. Royal Guard can land it on his A1. In fact, this Royal Guard, he's got lots of accuracy, so he can definitely do it. His crit rate's low, so actually probably... Oh, look, their crit rate's all very low, so good thing we bring in... Yeah, so I definitely would 100% bring in Cardial, who's going to give us increased crit rate. He's also going to give us all this good stuff. Fantastic. I say this team should be really good. So basically, we need to do one thing and one thing only to make this team work. Have a look at her. Really good Duchess. Okay, so Krisk needs to be rebuilt. Ugo is going to be fine. She's quite squishy. What's her Ugo wearing? It's a very squishy Ugo. Not sure what she's wearing. Royal Guard is probably fine. With Krisk and Duchess, he can be squishy enough. Husk is probably fine. Royal Guards may be a little bit slow. It seems your account's quite good, so we could build some really good stuff. And I don't think Cardial needs 100% crit rate. Does he give himself increased crit rate? I've never used a Cardial. I don't know. But yeah, I would say this is the team that you're going to go for, because we got these two damage dealers with low crit rate. Cardial gives them the crit rate, so they get good speed. So the only thing you need to do here is we need to re-gear Krisk to have really high resistance. So we're talking like 420, maybe 425 for hard. And then we're talking more like 465 or higher for brutal and nightmare. And yeah, once you get his resistance up higher, you're away. Like, you're good. He will keep tanking Mischief. And these buffs will never get stolen. We're going to have Perfect Veil for 2 turns, and then Krisk extends it. We're going to have ally attacks. So this team is absolutely insane. And again, the only thing you need to change to make this team work, and this team could probably, potentially even 1-key Nightmare. The only thing you need to do is to put Krisk in high resistance. So that team is good. So let's not use any of those champions. This team is locked down. Bam. That's like a best in slot team. Let's build a team where we don't have access to these champions. So what are we going to do instead with our sort of second team here? So there we go. These champions are all off limits. They're all being used. What do we do instead now for key number 2? For key number 2. So I think certainly using this other Cardial will be good. And this other Cardial has really high resistance, which is nice because we're not going to have necessarily as consistent Mischief tank. So having supports with high resistance does become quite helpful. Godseeker can be really good as well. She's in more of a general build, so that's fine, but Godseeker's always good. We'll probably throw a Shamael into this team. We do have Rector, but I think we'll stick with the Shamael type team. It's going to be the easiest way to do it. We don't have Geomancer. We do have a second Ugo. Royal Guard is off limits. He's used. So in terms of damage, it does become more awkward now at this point. Kyoku has some potential. Lydia, definitely. So Lydia and... okay, yeah, this is already looking pretty damn juicy as well. I guess the main damage would probably be a Ninja. I guess probably Ninja. And this honestly already looks really good. I don't even know if we need Godseeker. Cardial does lots of healing, doesn't he? I guess he heals on his A1. Yeah, okay, he probably doesn't do enough healing. I wonder if Cardial Ugo would be enough to keep you alive anyway. Because it might be. How is the Shamael built? Shamael is built Very squishy. I probably want to re-gear him. Okay. Lydia's got tons of resistance. So the nice thing about this team is like just straight up we've got, like this Ugo's much tankier. We've got both Lydia and Cardial. When they get hit, they will resist. So their buffs won't get stolen. Now, Shamail, you can also build Shamail with really high resistance. Ninja, if stuff gets stolen, it's just getting stolen. And there's nothing we can do about it, really. You know what actually might work here well is maybe Arbiter. Maybe Arbiter would work here. How's our Arbiter looking? Not super fast. Tanky-ish. This probably works. What difficulty are we looking at, Wesley? What difficulty are we looking at here? You're going to build a second husk? Okay, good. Cool. Alright, see you later, Darkwood. What difficulty are we looking at? I would say this sort of team right here is looking pretty spicy. And what we could actually do... is something a little bit dirty, a little bit cheeky. Wanted to go for brutal, but can't do one key hard yet. Okay. Well, this team will do you for brutal, no problem. It's this one. I think we really want Cardial to be the fastest. Oh, we've used champions from both of these. Oh, so we can't actually run these right now. Ah, I see. I think something like this would probably work, where Ninja, he doesn't have an aura, but just speed boosting the Ninja, giving him as many turns as possible, would probably be good. Do you use him for clan boss or something? Because he's very slow. And you said you were using Krisk for clan boss as well. Okay. We're gonna have another Shamail with resistance. Yeah, you can definitely do that. Ninja is for clan boss. Okay. I mean, he'll get away with it. He's gonna get so much turn meter from Inquisitor that he'll get quite a few turns. But it might be a bit of a problem. I don't know if we have any other like really good damage dealers here. We don't have a Mashald. You have another Husk on the way, which could work. Is Shamail the only champion? No, there's someone else in this team that has been used already. So if you're doing a third team then as well, let's build that one up. So you said there's a third Shamail coming in. Okay. So let's go like brutal plus. Oh, you can't use characters, for God's sake. Okay. Just Krisk Res. Okay, so that's how that one would work, and bam. Yeah, this team has some potential. We could build another one. You said there is another Shamail coming up. Okay. Like, the issue we run into then is who the hell does damage in the next team? That's sort of the issue there. I mean, Magnar's okay, but... Yeah, like, for top tier damage dealers then, that's where we start to run low, huh? We do start to run low. Just looking. I'm seeing, is there anything we can make work? Yeah, that's the main thing we're lacking here. Yeah, your account, you've got tons of sustain. Okay, here we go. Here's her damage right there. War Mother. There we go. We found one. She probably needs to be booked. Gaius would do a job either. Yeah, she needs to be booked. War Mother could do it. Say War Mother with our second Shamail, who is somewhere. Is he above me? There he is. Shamail. Might want to use the Wither there as well, healing us, keeping us alive. We could do the combo we did last run, which is like Wither and Godseeker. That could be nice. Okay. Then let's see. What do we want to combo with this? So we definitely want an increased attack, which is also perhaps going to be tricky. I I think Ghostborn might be our option. Warmother Ghostborn. Now there's a spicy combo. There is a spicy combo. Say Warmother, Ghostborn. I feel like we've got plenty of healing. If we had something with speed control, that would be another really good thing to add in here. This is where a Kimmy would fit perfectly here. Kimmy would be so good for this team comp right here. Kimmy and then Shamail. Let's put in a filler champion. And let's put that Shamail back in so we can see it. Okay, so we're trying to fill up this final spot for this team right here. We've got a lot of healing. We've got like increased defense and heals. We've got heals revive. We've got Ghostborn comes in. He gives us AoE decreased defense. He gives us increased attack, which is going to let Warmother and also Inquisitor to an extent do damage. He puts decreased defense on his A1 too, which is quite nice. Not going for Kimmy and Geo guaranteed my biggest regrets. Yeah, I don't think you need to regret the Geo one that much, but yeah, for me, I really wish I got that Kimmy. That's for sure. So yeah, this team, again, I feel like speed would be pretty good. Okay, so do we have any good increased and or decreased speed champs? Let's take a look. I feel like speed would be my go-to, if possible. We could alternatively just bring in like a burn. Like Akoth wouldn't be horrendous. Do we just bring in Apothecary? Helmet? So Helmet can be good. The problem is that with this team, we don't have any way to prevent our buffs being stolen. Actually, at all. That's quite a downside. Do we have any block buff? That's a good question. Do we have a block buff champion either? That's, again, where Kimmy would be so good. If only we all had Kimmy. So the thing with Helmet gives you increased crit rate, and we really don't want that increased crit rate going to the enemy. Like even a decreased speed would be nice. You know, like even a Sylar could kind of work. Even Sylar could kind of work, or Tanix would work as well. Someone with that nice decreased speed might be something to look for. So yeah, there's a few things we might want. We might want to decrease attack, decrease speed, shielding or strengthen. We don't have, do we have Sigmund? Sigmund the high shield would also be really nice. Don't think we have him. No. Physics does decrease speed. She would die, but she could do it. You like building Shamail in high resistance and slow? Yeah. Shamail, a really slow Shamail is a good one. I would probably do that with this one. I would probably go, okay, this is going to be a good Shamail for a HYDRA tank. We might build that. Oh yes, Golden Reaper. Good call. We have one here, don't we? Golden Reaper could be perfect. Aha. Yeah, I'd say something like this. So let's take a quick look. Let's look at building a resistant Shamail. So what we do with resistant Shamail, like you said, we build him really slow, and he's just there to absorb mischief and torment. He does two things in one, which can be really nice. Where is he? Here he is. So let's see if we can build that up. So we want, let's see if we have a nice resistance chest. You could even put him in toxic resistance. That could be fine. Oh, yo, we got a fortitude resistance chest. Sure. Let's try that. For boots, he can be slow. HP or attack. Do we have fortitude boots? No. Attack, speed, crit rate, resistance. That might do the job. HP with accuracy, resistant. attack percent with HP. Okay, I think those boots are the ones to go for. They've got HP, they've got speed. Okay, let's go for these. Their substats. Is that all we have in resistance gear? Let me see. So let's see if we have a fortitude set to complete. Fortitude would be my go-to here. Fortitude. We do have some bits. Okay, we have a shield, resistance, some speed, some crit rate. This one's got attack and resistance. Oh, that's quite nice. Resistance, actually, HP. I mean, honestly, this one has so much resistance on it. Let's try go for the one with it, maybe attack on it first, and we'll see if we can make that work. Okay, so that's a nice little start right there. Let's see what else we can do. Stone skin. Stone skin's great for this as well. I mean, honestly, we could probably build him to smack pretty hard too. And then he'd want... He's level 35. He's still actually quite squishy. Hang on. Does he need some accuracy to strip buffs? He can. Yeah, you can build him with that. It's not essential though. But you absolutely can, of course. Blood shield might be the go-to. It's not rolled well, but that might be our go-to here. It's attack ring, but... Or else this ring is pretty good as well. Blood shield is quite nice. So he gets shield every time he counterattacks. Makes it even more likely that he's... Let's try get the blood shield on. Let's look at his neck. So he definitely wants something that's going to give him probably flat defense. This has accuracy on it. If any defense ones equipped. Oh, I see. You have actually quite... Wow, that's all we have? Wow. Alright, we don't have really any defense necks. We have a HP neck. There. HP with resistance. Let's try that. So he's already really pushing that. Whoop, that resistance high. Lovely. Some speed. Resistance with lots of HP on it. That actually could be our ticket right here. I think that might be the piece. Resistance, it's got speed, it's got some defense. His defense is pretty miserable. That's what I'm worried about right now. That's what I'm worried about right now. So you don't have many flat defense pieces. We can just build them with tons of HP. Could work. Let's look for HP percent or defense. Even flat defense. Let's go full YOLO. He's actually pretty much good on resistance already. Oh, these gloves could be fine. Defense percent gloves, maybe, with accuracy resistance. That could work. Let's look for just 6-star stuff first. You don't need to finish off any set. HP with defense percent resistance. Actually, this might be the one. Some nice avenging gauntlets. What's this? This is... it's rolled up already. That's an advantage. This one is... That's a crit. Defense. So actually, I think his resistance is probably fine. How much resistance needed for the Mischief Head? Well, for hard, you only need like 420-ish. For hard, I'd be going above 460. Probably more like... Ooh, this could be nice too. Defense. Because lots of resistance on this speed glove. Maybe we save the speed glove for someone else. I think we give him defense percent gloves just to crank this defense up more. So let's forget about that. So yeah, I think it's probably this pair. Probably the go-to. Ooh, this defense percent has a lot of resistance on it though. Yeah, let's give him 2 bits of a stun set. Okay, so I think this is looking like a decent start for the Shamail. He's gonna be a bit squishy, but he'll be fine. He's got 450. Let's throw this stuff on. And we're actually using gear that no one else is using, so that's awesome. Gets resistance from this set and this set. With his masteries, we can go fairly standard stuff as well. But the goal here with him is to just stand there and do his passive, basically. He just stands there and he cleanses people, and he's going to taunt, he's going to tank mischief. Let's, do we have silver to roll stuff up? We have a little bit. Let's at least roll it to 12, unless, if we can, take him for a quick spin. Look at the relentless gloves are really good, were they? I didn't want to waste the relentless gloves if we could afford it. You probably, like, any really good relentless pieces, you probably want to build a relentless set, you know? I mean, like, some damage on this guy is not going to do any harm either. Like, he's going to be really, really slow, but he'll do the job, you know? Okay, crit, right? That's fine. What's your plan with him, Wesley? Are you looking to, are you leveling him up in Minotaur? Let's at least roll this ring up to 12. See if we can get more stats here. Oh, you've got 6-star defense % with triple or quad resist. Nice. He's actually pretty good on the resistance, right? Because we haven't rolled him up. We haven't rolled up his banner, so he's got a good chunk of resistance there. Like, I think we put some 4-star glyphs even, and I think he's done. Like, even for Nightmare, he's good, you know? I think already. Defense % here is nice. So basically, he should do a moderate amount of damage, and he's gonna double dip. This Shamail's gonna double dip. He's gonna tank mischief for us, by virtue of just being really slow, and especially having blood shield makes it juicy. And then he's also going to, he's gonna help us with torment. Hey, look, lots of defense %. That's nice. Okay, great. I'm kind of wondering if we might give him a few brews or something, just to, because we're not gonna have time to roll all this up, so we could test him out. But yeah, I think, like, this build puts us in a really good spot. He's got no speed, which is perfect. We want him to be super slow so that he doesn't outrun his buffs. The buffs just get reapplied, right? So, like, if we got someone that puts up buffs for 2 turns on a 3-turn cooldown, they should take 3 turns before this guy even takes 2. So it's like, yeah, he'll always... Oh, accuracy, that's nice as well. Yeah, we might brew him up a little bit. I won't take him all the way. We might take him a little bit of the way. Where is he now? Here he is. Let's take him, like, give him 30. Take him level 49. No real reason. It's just, why not? We've decided that's the number. I think this looks quite good, though. This looks quite good. So he's coming in. He's still quite squishy. That's okay. So this is where the gear needs to be rolled up. But when we roll up this gear, he's going to be plenty tanky. And he's also going to do pretty decent damage as well. I gave him attack boots. So he's going to hit pretty hard. He doesn't have much crit damage, but he'll do some decent damage. He'll do a bit. He's going to have absolutely tons of resistance. You could even potentially strip off some resistance now, right? When we roll up this banner... So you could do one of 2 things. You could either put him in, like, a defense banner or something, make him even tankier, if he needs it. But there's lots of options, and I'll be running him down, basically get him, like, the counterattack masteries as well, and you want to run him down to War Master for even more sort of self-healing there, and some free damage too. But he should basically do most of the job. Like, he should basically do most of the job. The blood shield's going to be helpful too, gives him another buff if he ever is low on buffs for whatever reason. So yeah, when we look at the HYDRA team with him in it, then this is actually a great build. War Master over Giant Slayer? Yeah, so the reason that you run War Master over Giant Slayer is that Giant Slayer does way more damage with the counterattacks. But the problem with that is that who's he counterattacking? Well, he's usually counterattacking Torment. And when we've got Shamail in the team, we don't actually want to kill Torment that fast. So that's kind of the issue with Giant Slayer. It gives you some nice extra damage against Blight, but against Torment, it's not quite so good. So that's one of the issues right there. So where were the teams I was building? This one. Yeah, I think it's a spicy team, right? I kind of like it. I kind of dig it. It's a spicy team. And I mean, you could even put this Shamail into this team as well to be tanking the stuff. And that would open you up more as well, like where you could rebuild your other Shamail in a similar sort of thing as a resistance tank. And you could have like, it's actually something that maybe a lot of us could do, is build our Shamails as resistance tanks. So we'd have Krisk or Shamail, or then champions I've talked about as well, like Berdal Fellhammer, Oboro. Like there's lots of options that you can do. Skull-Lord Vargal. Having Shamail double dip is actually kind of appealing. The difference between War Master and Giant Slayer. So Giant Slayer can trigger multiple times, but War Master only triggers once, but it's more likely to trigger. So for champions with like triple hitter A1s, Giant Slayer's better. Now with Shamail, basically, because he does all these counterattacks, Giant Slayer can trigger on every counterattack, whereas War Master will only trigger once. So that's why Giant Slayer does more, but it has some downsides. So. But yeah, I actually think these teams looking pretty nice, honestly. Like, I think we're in a pretty good spot with these. Like, let's actually take a quick look at Krisk. Maybe you want to prioritize building stuff on Krisk. Who did we use already this week? You haven't actually used the Krisk this week, okay? So Krisk's still in the mix. Let's see if we can get... If we do something... oh, actually, does Krisk need to be speed tuned for your clan boss? I don't want to change him if he's speed tuned a specific way. Let's have a quick look. What sort of clan boss team do we have? Illegal Mist. Oh, it's sort of a random team. Okay. He's not speed tuned, but he needs to be similar for clan boss. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Let's take a quick look then. So we want him to come out similar. Game froze. Okay. So he's very tanky. Yeah, we'll take a look here. This could be difficult. This could be really difficult. Let's see. What sort of banner does he have? He has an accuracy banner. With a bit of speed on it. We've got one 6-star resistance banner. It would have to roll lots of speed to be good. It's not a great banner with attack percent. It's only a maybe. Krisk is high crit damage. 100%'s okay. 100%'s okay. Looks like we actually have a really good... Okay, we actually have... It looks like our accessories are pretty decent. So, we have... Accuracy banner. It's only okay. This is really good, though. He's got a great neck. Double roll resist, 1 roll accuracy, 6-star. So that's good. He's got 1 roll and crit damage. That's fine. His ring is fine. Again, for Krisk, actually, Blood Shield. I know it's a bad ring. In a sense, it's got 2 rolls and attack percent, but Blood Shield can be really good for Krisk because it gives him a shield. It just makes it extra safe that he will be targeted. Let's look at his gear. He's actually got a weapon with lots of resistance. Okay. Helmet with lots of accuracy. Wow, 3 rolls. So the shield we could replace. The gloves we could find better, I'm sure. Okay. Okay. Yeah, and the boots. Let's take a look here. See what we can do. So we want like, speed boots. Let's see if we can get ones with both resist and accuracy. Like, this build is really intensive, but I mean, it's your Krisk, right? You want him to be good. Here we go. It's got bad rolls. That could help us in perception set. So we're looking really for like perception. Resist would also be good. Fortitude would be good. I mean, maybe we steal that. Let's see. What do we have in resistance chests? Ooh. This looks quite nice. It's got no speed on it. Withier's got a decent one. That's quite nice because it's in resistance set. That's quite nice. We have a... Whoa! Kale? Kale? fail in a resistance chest with 2 rolls of accuracy. So he loses a lot of speed, but let's try that. Okay. Oh man, if we can crank his accuracy a bit higher, we could swap him into a resistance banner, and then he's starting to do good stuff. Let's look for HP or defense. Oh no, sorry. Let's see if we can get resist and accuracy. You're trying something with resistance, Kale. It didn't work. Fair enough. Okay. I don't really want to steal off Lydia. Man, you lose a lot of speed with those gloves. Don't know if it's worth. What if we knock off the accuracy record? You probably, I don't know if you're gonna have much with resistance on it here. It's just kind of out there. That's got lots of speed. Okay, we don't have much. What about with accuracy and no resist? Ah, this looks a bit more promising. Defense with a roll in accuracy. Okay. HP percent. 2 rolls in crit damage. That's a bummer. HP percent. No speed. Don't want his speed to go down like crazy. That glove is like slightly better. All right. Let's take a look at these helmets then. Do we have any with resistance and accuracy? Or let's try get some speed. His speed's going down a lot. So let's take a quick look at this with speed. Let me see. So first of all, do we have any resistance gear? No. Fortitude. Lots of resistance on it. Speed goes down a lot. Let me see. We have a helmet here. Lots of accuracy, resistance. Okay. That one has lots of speed. This one looks pretty good. Speed, some accuracy, some resistance. Let's try that helmet. Nice. And he's actually now in full perception. Okay, what about a shield? Okay, that looks pretty good. That shield's a nice sort of... Ooh, speed, accuracy, and resistance. Let's try that shield. So defensively, he's still good. He's lost some speed. He's got way too much accuracy now, which is fine because we come in and we swap his banner into a resistance banner. Okay. Let's actually roll up that. Let's see. We'd really like this to roll speed. If this rolls speed, it's going to be pretty nice. But this will give him 96 resistance, which is going to bring him from, where is he right now? He's going to be at 355. Yeah. We give him this banner. We put some glyphs on those substats, and he's going to have tons of resistance. He's still going to be at like 400 accuracy. His defense is going to be 3k. He's going to be squishier, but he's still going to be mostly good enough. He's going to get more defense. We roll up those gloves. I think we can definitely do this. He's just slow. It's the only thing. I wonder if we can... attack percent. Get out of here. Get out of here. I wonder if we can find... wonder if we can find something else. Okay, we got 1 roll into speed. That's good. If we can get another roll into speed, we're happy. You could obviously glyph this up with... If this ends up being 2 rolls in speed, it's probably worth a 6-star speed glyph at that point, if you have one. If it doesn't get 2 rolls, I don't know if it's worth a 6-star glyph at that point. Hoping for something better. Yeah, this turtle makes HYDRA. So yeah, Krisk is so good for HYDRA. He helps you so much. It's actually kind of crazy how much he helps you. But like we said, we can do it with other champions. Like you can do it even with a Inquisitor Shamael can almost do it. Kind of double dip. Oh, 2 rolls in attack percent. God. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Yeah, he's becoming fairly squishy. But his resistance is going to be good. His accuracy is still very good. We could even potentially drop his accuracy some at this point and look for other things. Let's take a quick look at a weapon. Try to get a weapon with lots of speed on it. Let's stick perception for now if we can. I guess his weapon right now has lots of speed, huh? Yeah, his weapon already has lots of speed. Okay. Okay. Oh, Lydia's got a really good weapon. So his weapon's actually good. We'll leave him in the weapon. Yo, Shamail's got a weapon with hella speed, actually. Triple roll speed on that bad boy. That's juicy. Yeah, so our weapon is actually... Our weapon we've got is quite good. Quite good. Alright. I'm going to see... Let's see if we can get a bit more speed out of either the helmet or... I feel like his helmet was really nice, wasn't it? I think he had a really good helmet. Yes, his helmet's really good. You get a bit more speed there. The attack percent's not great. This one has 2 rolls of speed. Sacrifice some accuracy. We get like 2 speed and like some defense or something. Don't think we can. Actually, we're running out of helmets. Oops. How about the shields? What sort of shield did he have on? I definitely don't want crit damage. The shield that Withier has is really good. This shield's not bad actually from her. It gives tons of defense, a bit more speed. We lose some resistance, but I think we make it up with glyphs and things like that. We might do that. Just looking to get his speed a bit higher. It only gives her 2. You have a really good helmet with speed on Demitha. Demitha. Let me see. Is it in a different set? It must be in a different set. Oh yeah, it is a really good helmet. Okay, we could try that. It is very good. Triple speed, HP defense. Let's try that, and let's try find him an accuracy piece. With speed on it. Let's try find him an accuracy piece to go with that. Just to get that accuracy back up to like the 350-ish mark. What do we have here? Lots of HP. Lose a lot of speed in that. So the weapon, probably not. Like his weapon is pretty good. This one has 2 speed. Lose too much resistance. I think his weapon's too good. What about shield? Do we have any shield here? Don't want to drop too much resist. Looks like we might not have any shields with resistance. Ooh, I don't know if we've got anything to go with this. Yeah, I'm not sure about this actually. It might not be worth it. I think we're gonna lose too much if we try this. Like speed boots maybe? Any speed boots and accuracy that are good? Not sure. Let's see. Maybe? Oh, maybe. Okay, yeah, we do. There's a lot of crit damage on that though. A lot of crit damage on that. Do we put him in the gray boots? Whew! Spicy. No, these are actually pretty alright. Lots of resist on those. 2 double roll. Attack percent kind of sucks, but we lose some defenses. I just don't think it's actually worth it. Don't think it's actually worth it. Maybe we just go broken set, and let's hang on. Let me take a look. Quick look. And let's see if we've got anything here. In terms of the gloves. Boom. I think like that. We just break the set a bit. His accuracy is a little bit low. but he's got good speed. He's going to be a good chunk squishier. Relentless gloves. Are they just with speed, is it? They must not be defense percent. You're saying you've got relentless gloves that are really good. Let's double check that. On her. Crit rate. Relentless gloves? Which relentless gloves is it? None of them are very good. I might be missing it. Yeah, I think something like this looks pretty decent. He's a little squishy, but he's still going to be pretty much the same speed. His resistance has gone up a lot. We roll up that banner, he's going to get an extra chunk. We throw glyphs on, he's going to get an extra chunk. His accuracy has gone down a bit, but I think we can get more. Oh, they don't have any speed on them. Okay, hang on. Relentless gloves with no speed. I was still searching for speed. Ah, I see. Ah. Oh, yeah. You know what? That actually might be the go-to. So his speed goes down slightly, but his his resistance be really good. His accuracy goes down a lot. I think the other gloves for now, which ones was I looking at? Might be slightly better. I think these might be slightly better for now. Slightly. So I think we can get his resistance high enough. Let's throw this stuff on. Take a quick screenshot. Throw this on. Let's take a look. Okay. Let's take a look at some of these glyphs. The glyphage. Loads of room for glyphs right there. It's not fully rolled up. Okay. Okay, we can glyph his speed a lot higher. Do we have any, like, how many good glyphs do you have? Yeah, you've got a few 6 stars. So we can throw those on. Yeah, he's going to easily reach this. Gonna be no problem. Let's glyph these up right now. Do I just throw 4-star glyphs on? Yeah. You can throw on the 6 stars if you want. You can obviously tinker with the gear yourself. But yeah, I think this... you're saving 5 6-star for the mission? Yeah, it makes sense. I'm never going to use the 5 or 6 stars if I can help it. Here we go. Give him a 4-star here as well for a bit of HP. Okay. And here we go. Another chunk of resistance right here. Fantastic. Here we go. But yeah, so actually there's plenty of room to grow the resistance and accuracy some more. Then opens up some potential tweakage, some potential tweaking. But I think he's looking good. So he should still be fairly tanky, not quite as tanky as before. His defense, he's going to be, you know, when his shield is rolled up and all the rest, he's going to be close, maybe 3,800-ish defense, probably. So he's still going to be tanky. HP's a little bit lower than it was before, for sure. He's still quick enough, and he's going to have enough resistance. He's pretty much good for hard right now. And accuracy, when we glyph those up, that's where it pushes to that next level. But he's going to need glyphs, unfortunately. Or perhaps a way to get another accuracy set in the mix. But I think, you know, when you get some of those good glyphs on, he's going to start taking off. He's going to push up to that. And we roll up this banner. That's where he gets that, like, 500. It's a really bummer with this banner that we didn't get better stuff. In fact, there's not even a point glyphing that. But yeah, that gets us started, right? So this Krisk is pretty much almost ready to go. You get that banner rolled up, and whenever you're ready to throw those glyphs on, he's going to be good. Again, 420, and he's good, really, for hard Hydra. 460 plus for Brutal Nightmare would be my recommendation. And then he's going to consistently come in and tank this stuff. In terms of his masteries, so you have him set up for Clan Boss. Are we able to tweak him? If we can tweak him here, we can get more accuracy actually straight away. He still wants more master. Basically with Krisk, you take him similar enough down like accuracy, get him more accuracy. Then you probably give him Lore of Steel, is going to give him more speed and accuracy. I do like to get him extended buffs and extended debuffs for Hydra. But it's sort of up to you. The defense tree is not super useful. Like, it's good, but War Master and probably just better accuracy there is going to be a bit more helpful. That actually makes the accuracy requirements much easier as well. There we go. There you go. I mean, like, that's Krisk kind of done. That's Krisk kind of done. which means that you're set with that team. So it's a bit awkward because you've used a key already this week. So you might want to sort of tweak stuff together. Let's actually throw together a quick team that could do it. So we bring in that Krisk. So we're looking at, let's say we're looking to finish off hard. I won't do it for you because you might want to do hard with an easier team. Oh yeah, not team setup. But I mean, like, we go into this team setup actually real fast. Where are we at? Like, Krisk has the resistance now, so this team should actually be pretty much good to go. This team should absolutely crush it. In fact, we could throw it in pretty much like this on hard, and we can sort of see it. We can kind of bring in whatever. Do we have half the team ready to go? So Ugo's not ready to go until next week. That's okay. Do we have any sort of block buff champion? Let's do it. Let's take it for a quick little spin, because we can. Why not? We could bring in a ninja. That'll be fine as one of our damage. We can bring in this chappy. Cardial. We kind of want another damage or two. We have increased attack from Duchess. Oh, we do have another Ugo. Don't think you can see their gear from here, right? Double check that. So we got the Ugo and something else that will do damage. Yeah, this is where we're lacking that damage. Ugo number 2 is good to go? Okay, great. What will do damage? Yeah, that's the problem. Because War Mother's obviously not ready. Is this everything we've got? Man, like, yeah, you're really strapped for options here at 6-star. Like, Magnar kind of is okay, but he obviously is not going to combo that well with Ninja. Maybe Magnar. Oh, you've got Phoenix built up, do you? Yeah, Phoenix could work. Phoenix could work. Yeah, actually, this could be perfect. This could be perfect. They're 2 different affinities as well. So Ugo number 2. Yeah, she's good. She's fine. Phoenix. People were asking to see Phoenix in action. Now we'll get to see Phoenix in action. He's going to hit pretty hard. He's hella squishy, but hopefully we have enough to keep him alive here. He's booked as well. People are going to love this. Yeah, Drexstar's not bad, but like, we take this in for a quick spin to see what it's like. Oh, who was asking for Phoenix earlier? You're in luck. We take it in for a quick spin. Let me see. So we can go in straight in with this, like, increase damage. Do we have any AoEs? We need to make sure we don't have AoEs, because we don't want to... Oh, Chris got feared, actually. Okay, we need to be careful with that, Derp, because we don't want Krisk. Oh yeah, he missed it. Okay, so Krisk missed his increased speed. How hard does this dude smack? Hey, it's pretty hard. Just smack him. Krisk is already doing his job tanking right there. Look at that. Now Krisk extends those buffs, which should hopefully keep them on the whole time. We shall see. And yeah, Krisk should be basically doing his thing. He's putting out those decreased defenses and all that as well. Smack this guy here. My Cardial does a lot of healing too. That's nice. Then we get the block buffs. Well, he doesn't do decreased attack. Does decreased defense, decreased speed. Does block buffs. So Phoenix gives you an AoE block buffs. That's quite nice, to be honest. That's quite good. Just have her keep smacking decay. Remove all debuffs. Block debuffs, revive on death. Yeah, we could do that. Oh, he got stolen from. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. That's where I need to roll up that banner. So he's still a little low on the resistance. He's like about 10 below what we want, which gives us a bigger chance. But yeah, this team should have the core. Let's try that again. Lol. Yeah, the Duchess is real nice. So what we can do to save the Krisk. Nah, let's not save Krisk. Let's just blast. And let's just hope Krisk resists the True Fear, stopping his move. Okay, so you put obviously this on now. Ah, Krisk, what you like? That gets stolen, but we're all good. No, smack this head. Chop, chop. Right, Chris can extendo buffs. All right. So hopefully he's consistent. I'm not sure, with the current resistance, there's probably like a 10% chance or something that the buffs get stolen, which is actually sort of approaching that sketchy margin. So we do need to be careful there. We get block buffs on a couple. That's not too bad. And we'll just keep smacking this head now at this point. But yeah. Basically, once he gets that slightly higher resistance, he's putting out the decreased speed. He can give us increased speed. Why did he hit him? That's not good. What happened right there? Hang on. I wasn't looking. What did happen right there? It's Phoenix like... It's possible if someone is really slow. If someone is really slow, then it might not work. You need to have them faster. If he's really... How slow is he? Oh yeah, he's really slow. 194. Yeah, so that's where it becomes a bit of an issue. Where you want them to be faster so that they don't, like Chris doesn't outrun his stuff. Okay, let's try it one more time. Like, if Chris doesn't get the True Feared at the start, usually Duchess is faster than Chris. If Chris doesn't get True Feared, maybe we just don't... Okay, you know what? Let's play it safe. Let's play it safe. Here we go. Here we go. So this time, we won't make Chris do his wonky thing. He can put increased speed on everyone else. Alright, that will do. That will do. Okay, now we should be good. Hopefully. With the increased speed, they'll start outrunning him more. Ninja, Chris, Glydia, Shamail, Aniri, and Royal Guard. Yeah, that seems pretty good, alright. Seems like a nice comp. Yeah, Ninja Shamail is a good combo, and you put Ninja in the lead, even though, you know, in some ways it seems like it should be bad, because technically Ninja doesn't have, he's got 1, 2, I guess it's because he's got the Devour buff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we've got more on Chris, but he's gonna lose 2. That might be the problem right there. He's gonna lose the block buffs. But we can reapply the block debuffs. He's probably fine now. I think we're good. Okay, let's put hopefully decreased speed. Didn't put the decreased speed. Oh well. But yeah, you can put Ninja in the lead, and him getting boosted by a Shamail can be very, very helpful. Can be really good. Just keep smacking Decay here, pretty much. So this is where it might maybe get sketchy. If Chris drops a bunch of buffs. Okay, now we're good. We're back on track. Good. We can put the block buffs out again. He might die. Poor old Phoenix here might be a little squishy. But you guys want to see that Phoenix? Ah, no, he's good. He's protected. He's got Krisk. And then Cardial is so good, healing them up. Kabonk. Yeah, Cardial is just... Ooh, it's nice. Get increased speed back on. Ah. Okay, so it's not going to work out perfectly with just the speeds that we have. It's not going to be perfect, but we've got 2 sources of block buffs, which actually should make it functionally work fine. So it's not quite right in terms of the buff tuning and such with the Krisk, but it's good enough that we mostly will get away with it, I think. Ugo got feared somehow. Whoops. Yeah. Boom, Chris gets smacked, but we survive. Okay, now Krisk is back on top of things. We can get the block buffs back up on him. It's actually quite nice. Yeah, you know what? I'm actually kind of liking the Phoenix in this comp, to be honest. It's actually working pretty nicely. We can top up Ninja with Ugo. Phoenix is actually going to be the first to be eaten as well, which is totally fine. Ninja should be able to break him free quite easily. We just keep smacking these dudes. Chris giving us the decreased speed. Okay, he's eaten. Which is a bit annoying, because it's that guy. We can get the decreased defense back out. Lovely. Okay, we just keep our stuff going here. That redirect is kind of annoying. I think we're good on buff. Actually, not 100% sure if we're good on buffs. I think so. And then he might hit Ninja. Yeah, he hit Ninja. That's a bit awkward. Ninja gives himself the veil every turn. Makes it a little awkward. We're just going to hit Decay with her. Okay, now Krisk's back in. Oh, wow, nice. Cardiel just helpfully hitting this head. That was nice of him. Slightly awkward situation here. I quite want to trigger this head before... Yeah, I am going to trigger this head so he doesn't get... when he gets cleansed. I think that works well. Yeah, I think that works well. Just make it so he doesn't get his block debuffs, because that's quite annoying. Get the block buffs back up. Cool. You can cleanse up Ninja. So Royal Guard doesn't quite have that problem, because Royal Guard... I guess it's pretty much the same. There we go. Phoenix is free. Start slamming some damage here again. Lovely. Okay, I think it's looking pretty good here. Heal this back up. Smack this chap. Let's get speed back on the team. Let us try get a decrease speed. We don't need to, actually. Let's just smack this head a couple of times. Chop, chop. He's going to probably shield himself again, I think. Get our veils back on. Okay, good. Yeah, I think this is looking pretty solid. You know, it's actually really nice because Krisk extends your buffs. Duchess has really long cooldowns, but because Krisk extends the perfect veil, you actually end up with really good veil coverage. Yeah, Ninja, for whatever reason, just with how we've tuned it or whatever, he is getting, I guess because Ninja is super slow, I suppose, he is getting targeted like a lot, like a lot by Head of Mischief, which is not what we want, but every time Krisk gets around to his A3, it does help. But yeah, so that's just one slight downside. We get the block buffs on again. I don't think we need to cleanse anything quite yet. Just do an A1. But you can see, like, Krisk, Duchess. It's really the... Let's actually trigger this head. Oh, we got nommed. So this might be the tricky thing to do here. We'll see. This is one of the trickier parts where Ninja, who is our main damage, has been consumed by the enemy. So feebleness, okay. This is the scary part, where this is where that lack of the top tier DPS now starts to become a little spooky. Okay, Krisk is still doing his thing. Come on, Mischief being such a jerk. Put our block debuffs on. I am going to put block buffs, hopefully, on him. Didn't get it. Oh, well. It's insane how much better Krisk is with the resist. Yeah, it's all about that. You see, that's the awkward thing right there. So I think the main issue with this exact sort of team that we've got right now is that I think what's basically happening is that Krisk is a lot faster than both Ninja and what's his face? Phoenix. So Krisk outruns the buffs, but they don't because they're quite slow. I think that's what the main problem is. I think we're sort of screwed now. Yeah, so we have to restart this one. So that's quite awkward. I think that's a matter of speed. I think. If it is a huge problem... you can always bring in another buff extender so they don't fall off of Krisk. But it's certainly awkward. I think it's mostly a speed thing. Because it's Ninja and Phoenix who are being targeted. And they're both slow. Like Ninja is 185. It's very slow. And Phoenix is 194. So obviously that's gonna be a problem for you this week. It's not gonna be a problem next week because next week we're gonna be bringing in, these guys should be faster. Okay, Royal Guard's a little slow, but 208's a significant improvement, and Husk is 232, so Husk is good to go. So next week that's not gonna be a problem with this team. Krisk should be pretty much bang on track with this team. Yeah, so we should be fine next time, but currently it's a little bit of an issue. But yeah, I mean, it gives you that rough idea of how this sort of stuff can work. Yeah. So I think this team, I guess we can just, you can see it right here. I think this can work. It's sort of awkward though. It's a little bit awkward, but you have to run it a couple of times. I think you run it a few times and you get good randomness and it just sort of clicks into place. Like once you get through the first head, you actually kill a head, you're gonna start doing pretty well. But yeah, it's just one of the issues with this team. But there you go. Look, guys, is it good to build Husk for normal Hydra? You don't need to. So for like normal Hydra, you really don't need these max HP guys. Yeah, you don't need the max HP. Like you could build a Husk for normal Hydra. He's not bad, but I think, you know, for normal Hydra, just champions that hit hard, if you've got really good ones, like a Trunda or something like that, is gonna be better. But Husk is fine. Like there's no harm in building, and when you get to hard, it switches up. I think you got War Mother on this account, and War Mother is a great example of a champ that's an absolute monster on these difficulties. So I actually have, for him, War Mother or Gaius. War Mother is much better for Hydra. War Mother penciled in as like a really good lead champion here. She'd be perfect to slot into this sort of team. Be boosted up by Shamail, so she can basically take multiple turns. So she can come in, she can lay out all the bombs, and then she can blow them all up, you know, sort of back to back, which is kind of insane. And that lets her sort of do her thing. She works really well with Shamail to get around the whole... she doesn't have a good aura, but, I mean, you just have to deal with it. Yeah, that sort of gets around the whole decay cleansing, because she can put bombs and then explode them with enough turn meter from Shamail before the head can even cleanse the first round, which is cool. Not great affinity, but she's still a good option. Do I know if Plarium knows how unstable the game is at the moment? That's a good question. I have no idea. But yeah, okay, so plan is, guys, because I'm pretty tired now, is that's gonna be it for the stream today, but we will do a stream like this in 2 weeks time. So hopefully by the time we come back in 2 weeks, it'll be 2 weeks into this Hydra rotation, I will have a better idea for it, so we'll be more successful. I feel like today we were mostly sort of giving ideas. I was a little disappointed that we weren't able to like bang deliver on those 1 keys like straight off. That was unfortunate, but hopefully you guys picked up some good tips anyway. I actually believe that, funny enough, this rotation of Hydra is actually kind of harder than I initially realized. It's definitely harder than I initially realized. Like, it's pretty rough. Like, we can see there's 1 key teams in here, but the 1 key teams are using really, really good champions. You can still pick up some ideas though, but it's definitely tough, right? This rotation is pretty tough. I'm definitely very intrigued. I think one of the most interesting things is this potential, especially with the Blood Shield ring. I'm really loving the potential here of this idea of the tanky Shamail. I think the slow Shamail with resistance, so he can beat your resistance tank for mischief, and he can also protect you from torment. Like, doing those 2 things in one can be so helpful because that frees up more slots for more things in your team comps. So I'm actually quite excited for the potential here with this sort of build on Shamail. It's actually really cool. But anyway, yes, guys, it's struggling more than usual this rotation. Yeah, it's quite rough, but again, it's the first week, so I'm keeping on working on stuff on myself as well, and hopefully come up with more styles of teams and more things we can do. But yeah, there you go. Hopefully you learned some tips. We'll see next time. We will try be like, bam. We'll try to lock in some nice 1 keys and like walk away being like, yes, that was awesome, rather than just mostly giving ideas and some examples. Anyway, I'll see you next time, guys. Have a good one, and bye-bye.